All right, hello and welcome everyone. How's it going today? How is it going? What tea? Jasmine tea. We're doing jasmine tea today. Can we skip the start? There we go. Okay. Let's load on over to the game. All right, and should have vision of things now. I should have vision of things now, or at least some vision of things. As we get our loading screen going. How's it going, David Washington? How you doing, Sleepy Blade? How's it going, Bonker? Hey, Constantinius. And Cam, thanks for the support. I always appreciate that. But yeah, no, don't spoil things for yourself if you could avoid it. I gotcha. No worries. No worries. This game is ridiculously crazy. Just the amount of stuff that's in here is insane. It's crazy. Hey, Dragon. Hey, Bag Boy Dragon. Goodness, I read that backwards. It's gonna be Dragon Boy Bag. What? You built PC? Yes, I built this PC from some parts and pieces I had lying around, and other parts and pieces I had to get. Thinking about getting into building one for games like this. Oh man. I learned things. You actually do need a decent CPU for this one. Who knew? Right? I thought you needed a good graphics card for this. No, you also need a good CPU because of the way that all these things are actually rendered and tracked. Who knew? All right. What are we up to? Goodness gracious. Ugh. All right. So, oh, that's right. Okay, that's right. Jahanka was just taken by the Inquisition. This man's just gonna sleep over the whole situation here. We're not gonna steal anything. We don't need to do that. Your friend just DM'd the entire Shrek movie. Oh, what? How does he direct message an entire movie? Oh, you've just downloaded it. Okay, I was gonna say, how on earth do you just like give someone a direct message of an entire movie? That's a new one. All right, so we need to talk to the Inquisitor. Holy smokes! All right, we're getting right into it. So let's see here. What else do we have? So we're finishing up some DLC, and then we have main story stuff down here with Seredza Kobla, however the different NPCs like to say his name. Is the Inquisitor down here? Oh, Inquisitor? Sir? Sir? Inquisitor's assistant? Here we go. Okay, so we should probably come during the day. Man, it is silent tonight. Holy smokes. Come, Sleipnir. We ride. Let's get over to the tavern. Let's get up and over to the tavern here. Gotta have our torch out or else we'll get pulled over by some guards saying we're doing sneaky things. Oh, that's right. We got back from our pilgrimage. I remember now. So we're still in our pilgrimage robes. We're not wearing armor or anything. Alright, let's just not get in a fight. I don't know, should we... Can we put our stuff back on, sir? Townsman. It's good to see you out at, well, very late. Good to see you out at 2200 hours. Good. Let's get over to our tavern room. Sleep up. Fighting? Time to run away? I mean, we could probably one-on-one someone with no armor, but there's no way we can 2v1 with no armor. Oops, the wrong key. Yeah, just put that torch away. And this is going to be the first time, I think, in like maybe a 3 months period that Henry has gone to bed and is not wearing shoes. When he goes to bed, oh my goodness, Henry, you're getting better about this whole etiquette thing. I love it. Amazing. This game, Ghosts of Tsushima, coming up, and Cyberpunk. Oh yeah, Cyberpunk is going to like crush everyone's computers. Fag boy, I absolutely agree. Cyberpunk's gonna crush people's computers. Like, there's no one's gonna be ready for it. Let's be honest here. With the way a lot of people ended up struggling with with The Witcher 3, there's no way most people are going to be able to run Cyberpunk on full settings. It's just going to like computers are going to feel like they entered a marathon after just like the day after Thanksgiving, right? They're not going to be happy. This movie's only 40.48 megs. That's pretty small. Oh yeah, the Ratai tourney. Yeah, we're not doing the Ratai tourney. Did it like auto set it? No. Okay, good. We're not doing that. All right. I stopped by to see Johanka and found out how she is getting on. To find out how she's getting on, she's confided to me that she's been having strange dreams. Oh wait, no, this doesn't give me any information on the fact the Inquisitor is now like thinks she's a heretic, which I mean technically she is, I guess. So he's not exactly wrong, but we also don't want her to die. We can help it. All right, armor I'm not wearing. Let's put all of our armor back on. Oh, a gold ring versus Bianca's ring. We only wear Bianca's ring. Put all of our armor back on. Oh. Penance robes and this gold ring we'll put on the horse. Ah. Oh, what is this buff we've got? I don't think I've ever seen this one before. What is this? Clean conscience. You sleep better with a clean conscience, and with the weight of your mind, and with the weight of your mind, you can learn things much faster. We get more experience. Oh my goodness, amazing! Just in time. When we're maxed out on experience levels, nice. Deluxe mac and cheese or pizza or waffles. Oh my goodness, Constantinius. What would the pizza be? And what would you put on the waffles? I think that's the important question. I think that's the question. But I'm doing well, Constantinius. How are you doing? The Inquisitor is thinking how much power can Johanka generate if the council decides to burn her at the stake. Oh my goodness, she'll be able to generate at least 4.8 gigawatts of power. It's gonna be amazing. She'll be able to get the DeLorean to jump straight to the future. They'll be able to come back with refrigeration technology and absolutely blow the mind of every single peasant in the area. Ah, Sleipnir, there you are. There you are, Sleipnir. Hey, Kershak, how you doing? You don't want this game to end? Do you? No, I love this game. This game's amazing. But also, I've been told that we're like nowhere near the end of the main storyline, and I've done like everything so far, and I can't remember. But I want to say someone said that they're working on a second one of these. Yeah? Oh man, I hope so. Oh man, I hope so. All right, so here's the big guard man. Hello, guard man. You won't talk to me? Just look out into the world pensively. I know Mutt isn't he's just an absolute gorgeous dog, isn't he? He's killed a handful of men. I'll let you know. That's a man-slaying dog right there. All right, let's go find this Inquisitor's assistant. Where on earth is that assistant at? Where are you? It's Johanka's room. I guess he's upstairs. Frame FPS issue? I don't know. Maybe. Let me know if there is, because again, I need to kind of mess like all the settings got changed when I updated the drivers, so some stuff is not what it should be. So, but let me know if there is some weird frames going on. What is your main quest at? Our main quest is currently at All That Glitters. We have to go back to Ratai to speak to Sir Radzig. So we just dealt with discovering the fakes. That's what we're up to. All right. So Inquisitor's assistant, can we talk to you? Can we get some dirt on the Inquisitor before talking to him? No? Ah, dang. All right. Jaroslav. What's the deal? What happened to her?
So, I am
Henry of Scarlet, from the garrison of the Royal Hetman, Sir Radzig Kobyla. I've heard a lot about you, my son. I'm pleased to meet you.
Ah. How come you're interested in me? Because, Henry, you don't understand. You're amazing. Except when you ask dopey questions. You didn't have to lock her up right away. Yeah.
Bishop Yaroslav, sir, my lord,
Yep,
to
like
what
that.
do I owe your interest in my humble self?
I was told you survived the massacre in Skalitz and warned the Talmberg garrison. You tracked down the raiders of a stud farm in Neuhof, wasn't it?
Yep.
To their hideout in the woods. And then you led Sir Radzig and his armed company there and joined bravely in the skirmish, and even killed their notorious leader by your own hand. And I believe
Literally,
you have
we
many
punched
other
him to
deeds
death.
to your name. That's quite remarkable, considering your age, is it not?
Yeah, you're too kind.
Well, you're too kind, Monsignor. I'm just trying to do what's right and what's needed.
Quite rightly, too, my son. I expect we'll be hearing more about you. But I assume you didn't come here to exchange pleasantries. Or am I mistaken?
No, I think you're right. Yeah, like his voice does feel a little bit more like a knight's voice than it does a Inquisitor's voice. But he could be a retired knight for all we know. It's true. Correct. So we do have plenty of main story ahead. Yes, excellent. So nothing on the waffles. You just made pizza. Okay. All right, Constantinius. I mean, yeah, there you go. Perfect. Also, a better game than Space Engineers is Empyrean Galactic Survival. Oh. You explore many solar systems. Oh, can you drop that in the game suggestions section in Discord? I would love to take a look at that. Oh yeah. To be fair, Henry is uneducated. This is a true point. Yeah, he's an uneducated man that learned how to read just recently.
No, Monsignor, you're quite right. I'm here about Johanka.
Naturally. I'd be quite surprised if it were otherwise. So, tell me what's on your mind.
You're wrong. Pulls that sword. How'd you find out about Johanka? Because I informed a priest that probably informed this guy, to be honest. Why'd you have him imprisoned? What will happen? Yeah.
How did you find out about Johanka?
Word came to me of what was happening here. That some young girl was claiming to speak for the Blessed Virgin. I traveled here immediately, as my duty demanded, and observed events in Sasau incognito, in order to examine the matter at first hand.
I see.
Crying?
Why did you have her imprisoned?
Because she broke the promise she made to me, and persisted in actions that bear the signs of heresy.
Oh, so you had a conversation with her ahead of time. All right, this changes a lot of things. All right.
And what will happen to Johanka now?
I must weigh the gravity of her transgressions and investigate these alleged visions of hers. I consider it very improbable that she is indeed being visited by the Blessed Virgin. Nevertheless, I cannot at this time rule it out entirely.
Oh. So he's actually doing his job. He's not just like, oh, heresy, burn her. He's actually putting in the time and effort. That's amazing. No worries, Constantinius. At least everyone else can take a look at it. You're really enjoying Satisfactory right now? Yeah, I've got a couple of friends that are playing that a bunch right now as well. After we did Factorio, I'm not really into doing straight up into factory building again, but who knows? I mean, Schilling's been loving it, and we multiplayer with him on the weekends, so who knows if we'll be jumping into that at some point. What mean she's innocent? You decide just like that? We decide, yeah.
So you think it could be true? In that case, Johanka hasn't done anything wrong.
It's not that straightforward. Even if her visions were real, she was at fault for interpreting them as she saw fit and preaching to the people.
So you decide just like that?
Oh, man,
You
he just
don't
came
even
out
know
too angry.
Johanka.
I certainly do not decide just like that. I'm thoroughly examining the entire matter,
He is.
and you would be well advised not to question my
Yeah,
authority.
Henry, that was a really bad
I will
choice.
call Johanka and the witnesses, question them, and then pronounce a verdict.
Yeah, no, that makes way more sense. You're playing a burning stake? Any defender?
And will there be anyone there to defend Johanka?
Do you doubt my judgment?
I would never be so bold, sir.
You literally just did.
Surely it would be only just that someone should speak for Johanka about all her good deeds and so forth.
Naturally, I will also question those who would speak in her defense. Since you are interceding, I expect you have someone in mind?
Yes. Actually, me.
As I surmised. But this matter does not directly concern you. Why should I allow you to appear before the court?
Because I'm insanely persuasive. So, allow me to defend her. It's my Christian duty. Or I represent Sir Radzik. No.
Johanka is my neighbour, and I have a Christian duty to come to her aid. I can't just stand by and do nothing.
I have to concur with you on that. Your concern seems sincere, so I will grant your request. Very well. You will defend Johanka. You may speak in her defense if you so wish, and you may also bring witnesses.
Oh.
I will question any such witnesses, and naturally I shall question Johanka too.
Thank you, Monsignor. In that case, I'll need to speak to Johanka first.
That won't be possible. It's forbidden by the Inquisition procedure. Until the entire matter is resolved, Johanka can speak only to me and no one else.
All right, we'll say nothing.
I would like to expedite the matter. The trial will take place in Sassaw Church in 3 days' time at the latest. Come and let me know when you're ready to proceed. In the meantime, I will continue my investigation.
Very well, Monsignor. I had better get on with it then, sir. Farewell.
Before you go, you know Johanka longer than anyone else. You spent a lot of time with her, as I've discovered. Tell me, my son, truthfully, what do you think of this whole affair?
Holy moly. All right. She's just a simple girl, sir. I mean, she's trying to help people. She doesn't treat everyone the same. True, but no one does. She's concerned about Matthias. She had some affair with Extonian. Oh, don't bring that up. Don't talk about that. What do you think of this whole affair? She's honest? She's pretty honest. She says what she's, yeah.
Johanka is an honest girl and virtuous. She's a good Christian who attends church and thinks of others.
Good. Please continue.
Okay. Definitely no. Yes. Probably no.
Johanka helped a lot of people. She worked her fingers to the bone helping Brother Nicodemus with the sick and injured.
That is certainly commendable. What else can you tell me about her?
Man, I really feel as though I shouldn't pick this first option. I feel like this first option is really gonna just shoot us in the knee here. How's it going, Sky? How you doing today? Welcome. I think this is the last one I'm allowed to pick before I say that's all, honestly. I feel like this is a minefield. That's literally just a bomb that if I touch, like I get close to, it explodes. She's instantly in trouble from that one. This one I think is gonna be okay. This one's gonna undermine her situation, I feel, and that one's also gonna be a minefield. So we'll do this one.
She's worried about Matthias. He's from Skalitz too, and she's very fond of him. But he was wounded in a raid on Merhoyed recently, and since then he's been lying in a fever. Johanka believes that if she does what the Blessed Virgin wants of her, Matthias might be healed.
Interesting. Anything else?
Also, I think this is funny. She's doesn't treat everyone the same, which is it's not quite right. But I think that's all. These others just they I feel like they're just going to, there's times in which you need to answer a question, and there's times in which it's best to just leave the answer short and succinct, right?
That's about all I can tell you.
You speak of her as if she should be beatified. I find it hard to believe she's as saintly as all that. I have a feeling you're hiding something from me.
Okay, all right. He called us out on it, so we have to give him something. This is the only way this works. We have to give him something. We can't just say that's all again. Because otherwise he's going to write us off as just, the custodian time. No, Sleepy Blade. It's about, absolutely not that one. Oh man. I have no idea what this is going to say. I have no idea if we pick the Virgin Mary as an option, what good old mindless Henry is going to say. I am nervous about picking this option, but I also don't know if it, like I don't know. It could either be like the best option there is for us, or it could be the flat out worst option we could pick. Like, these are the things she's been seeing, and she's, insane. I don't know, and I don't want to do it. This is going to be bad. She's just a simple girl is going to undermine everything. So I think this is the one that matters. Yeah, I think custodian is like flat the worst option. I think this is the one we pick because no human can treat everyone the same. No one does. Everyone has a preference. Everyone does. There's like no person can do that. So here's a fault. One she shares with everyone.
Maybe. She didn't treat everyone equally. She took better care of her former Skalitz neighbors than of the other patients, of course.
It's understandable, yes. Some people are dearer to her than others, but whether by doing so she sinned. Anything else, Henry?
Okay, so we gave him one. We could give him another one. But I think that's all is the right call, right? Yeah, that's all. I feel like, Sleepy Blade, I'm with you. I think that's all. I want to know what this option is. I want to know what the Virgin Mary is. I don't know what it is, but we've told him already enough, right, about the whole Virgin Mary. And it's like what she sees, thinks is going to help Matthias. I think that's all we do, right? Save scum time? Never save scum. We don't know. That's it. That's all. I think we're just gonna have to go with that's all. Like all of these others, I feel as though she's just gonna get burned. She's gonna get burned at the stake. It's gonna go poorly. We're gonna go with that's all. Just gonna.
That's about all I can tell you.
That's it.
Is that really everything?
Oh come on! Don't pry. Okay, if we lie, like again, anything we don't tell him is only gonna get us in trouble. So do we go with she's a simple girl? Do we go with she's a simple girl? I think we go with she's a simple girl, right? She's like Johanka's got to be like 16, 18, something around there. She's like under 20, right? Because of era and whatnot. We can't lie. There's no way we're gonna get in trouble. Pick Virgin Mary. Are you sure?
Not quite. Please forgive me.
Oh, he's getting impatient. Ugh. She's a small town girl living in a lonely world. It's true. Oh man, I'm getting really nervous about this. I know we just don't mention this. But Bonk, are you sure we go with Virgin Mary? Like I am. It's this one or this one. We have to pick one. We have to pick one. She took the midnight train going. I know, right? Jeez. I don't know. I'm so nervous about picking this option. I'm so nervous about what this option is going to be. Oh my goodness. Let's see what the Virgin Mary is. Okay. Is it worth the risk? I don't know. That's the thing is sometimes these options here don't properly explain what Henry's going to say, so I'm never sure. But Virgin Mary's a whole point. I guess that's a good point. You have to choose, not us. Kershak, how dare you? I don't want the blame for things going wrong. All right, we're going to do it. Fingers crossed.
About the Virgin Mary?
Oh, okay. Oh my good gracious. Okay. Yeah, I believe she's seeing things. If we say I don't believe it, we're in trouble. If we say we don't believe it, then I don't know. Oh man. I mean, but I will say one of her first premonition thing she had for us was, though metaphorically accurate, was not actually accurate, but it was still a thing, right? Oh man, I have to pick one or the other. I don't really believe it. honestly, personally. Just pick one. Believe it? I don't believe it, though. I don't believe she is. Believe? You've just got to believe. I think Henry probably believes.
I believe the Virgin does visit her. Johanka is honest. She wouldn't lie about such a thing.
Sure, we're trying to defend
and the
her.
things she says sound truthful and compelling. It really does seem like a heavenly revelation. Who else could it be from? But the Virgin Mary.
The origin of these so-called visions of hers must be investigated. But thank you for your candor. Is there anything else you can tell me?
Nope. Nope, that's it. That's everything. Nope.
That's about all I can tell you.
Is that really everything?
Oh, come on, stop prying. Why? Do we tell him she's a simple girl or oh man. We're never saying anything about the custodian. We're not saying anything about her during like a time of weakness. This man pressuring himself on her. We're not bringing that up. That's only going to cause problems. I guess we'll tell him she's a simple girl. Nope, move on. I feel if we tell him she's a simple girl, it can I see two ways of how that goes down. Sir, you see, she's a simple girl. There's no way she could clearly come up with such machinations. It must have come from some outside source. She's not that imaginative. She's a general average village lady, right? Or it's like, she's a simple girl, she doesn't know anything. She's clearly just making stuff up. She daydreams all the time. So, like, those could go either way. It wasn't her fault. Henry knows this. I mean, yeah. But I still think we shouldn't bring it up. We're gonna say that's it.
I have nothing more to add, Monsignor.
We're done.
Very well. Thank you, my son. One more thing before you go.
No more things.
Let me remind you that it's your Christian duty to report anything suspicious going on concerning the church and the true faith, if you're aware of anything of the sort in these parts. If you prove yourself a commendable servant of the church, I would also take that into account in judging Johanka's case.
All right, Monsignor. I'll bear that in mind.
Good luck to you.
Okay. Let's prepare for the trial. Going to tell him. Okay. All right. Off we go. We got to go and just like bust some jaws. Give me some answers. All right. So we talked to. Okay. So we need testimony from Nicodemus. We're gonna go over to the custodian first. We're gonna get the custodian because the custodian is absolutely madly in love with her. We'll jump over here and do that. Oh. Thank you, my son. I'm not your son. Wait a second. Who are you? I know my father. He was a blacksmith, and he murdered, like, 6 or 7 humans before being attacked in the back while saving his wife. You, sir, I don't know if you're up to the task. All right, let's go.
What?
Oh, that's the scribe, not him. All right, custodian. I have some urgent matter to attend to you. Let me sit down real quick. All right. Sir, I need you.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
I need you to testify that she's perfect and don't bring up any dealings with her. A dead soldier's document. I don't even know what that's about. We'll come back to that one later.
I need something from you, sir. I suppose you heard that Johanka was locked up by the Inquisitor and is facing charges of heresy.
I did, and it's most disturbing news.
What you might not know is that he's agreed that I can defend her at the trial.
You? Do you even know what to say?
Of course I do. Of course I do.
Sure I know. It'll turn out just fine. Trust me. But I need you to testify at the court. In Johanka's defense, of course.
Naturally. You don't think I could just sit here and do nothing? Besides, the bishop has already insisted that I appear before the court.
Perfect.
All right.
One moment. I apologize if I was a little hasty. This whole affair has left me anxious. I appreciate that you want to defend her. However, I don't think it would have any effect. No offense, but I don't think you'll be able to achieve anything in court. I'm afraid the Inquisitor will judge as he sees fit, whatever anyone says. But I have an idea how you could help.
Perfect.
How's that?
Flee. With Johanka, of course.
Wait, but you're madly in love with her. How? What? That's not a good idea.
No, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm sure Johanka will be acquitted by the court and everything will be alright. Running would just confirm the Inquisitor's suspicions, and she'd always be looking over her shoulder.
I don't agree. As I said, I don't believe you can affect the outcome of the court. If Johanka flees, yes, she'll have to lie low for a while, but in time it will all blow over. You can take her anywhere, as long as it's far enough from here. A girl like that will always find her feet. She can easily hide out somewhere where she's not known. Maybe there could even be a place for her on my estate. Think about it. But whatever you decide, if Johanka comes to any harm, you'll have me to answer to. I'm very fond of her, and her of me, and I don't want anything to happen to her, understand? But if everything ends well, I'll show you my gratitude, I assure you.
This guy over here, he's like, if you should just run away with her, and then once it blows over, drop her off at my estate and have a good day, sir. My goodness, this man here. Jeez, this custodian, I swear. The soldier's document? Sure, we'll bring it up now, I guess.
I found this document in the woods by Sasau. Careful.
Okay.
It's a bit bloody.
Don't tell me those fools got themselves. Oh, to hell with it. And did you come across any Cumans?
Yes. They're finished.
There now. It's not such a fuck-up after all. Here's some money for you. It was supposed to be for those idiots, but it seems they asked for 100 groschen more than they deserved. See you later.
Oh, well, thank you for the money. All right, good. So he'll take care of. Then he'll lie in court for her. So that's one perfect witness. He'll lie in court for her. Okay, good. Next one. We'll go talk to Nicodemus. Oh, Father Nicodemus. Nicodemus? Nicodeus? Nick something? I don't remember what his name is. Hey, Bertrand. What game is this? Oh my goodness, Bertrand. Where have you been? This is an amazing game. We've been playing it for like almost 2 months now. It's Minesweeper? Ah, yes. Hardcore Minesweeper. Nicodemus.
Henry, I must have a word with you about Johanka.
Ah, yes. It's Minecraft mods. Yeah, so this is Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's a ye old-timey 1403 RPG.
Brother
And
Nicodemus.
it's awesome.
You've heard something?
The Inquisitor has decided that Johanka will be tried, but he's agreed that I can defend her.
That's really quite unusual. It must mean he hasn't come to a clear conclusion yet.
Yes. I'll get her out of it.
I'm afraid it may not be that easy. The thing is, I expect Johanka will say the same things before the court that she's been preaching.
Oh.
What are you saying?
Well, I've been thinking about what she's been saying, and it seems to me her preaching has a certain progression.
Oh?
Are you acquainted with the notion of the 3 orders of man?
Nope.
Not really, no.
It's like this. It's said that everyone has their God-given place and purpose on earth. Laboratores, oratores, and bellatores. Those who work, those who pray, and those who fight. The common folk are born to work, to reap the fruits of the earth, and to obey the laws of God and man. It is the purpose of the nobles to protect the people and the church against all dangers, and to maintain peace and justice on earth. And the church, in turn, has the task of caring for the spiritual welfare of all, ensuring the salvation of their souls, and bringing solace to the people in times of hardship, so that they can endure their earthly trials and enter the kingdom of heaven.
But what's all that got to do with Johanka?
Well, I noticed in her first sermon she primarily addressed the concerns of the common folk, and in the second, she criticized the nobility.
Oh, I see where this is going. Oh, okay, that's literally the text. Okay, cool, perfect.
Ah. So you think she might start talking about the church?
Yes, I'm afraid she might. I dread to think how that might end up. Henry, you must warn her against that. She must show humility before the Inquisitor, and the wisest course would be to admit to being wrong. She's rather stubborn, but perhaps she'll listen to you.
But the Inquisitor said no one's allowed to see her.
No one except the Inquisitor's own men. You'll just have to think something up. I'm afraid Johanka's fate is mainly in your hands now. I'm relying on you.
Take care.
Ooh, that's bad. I still get you to testify in court.
Witnesses can be summoned for Johanka's trial. So I wanted to ask you if you give a testimony. Maybe some learned speech in her defense?
I'd be glad to do it. Johanka deserves my help. Such testimonies could carry a lot of weight. You should try and get as many as you can.
I'm trying to. We only get 3 days. All right, listen.
What actually happened here?
Johanka told me you went to Auschwitz.
Yeah? What's that got to do with anything?
The Inquisitor showed up here not long after you left. Apparently he heard about Johanka's preaching somehow. He even observed one of her sermons outside the town in disguise. He had her brought to him and spent a long time trying to discourage her from what she was doing. But then she went out again to preach about her visions outside of town. But before she even started, the Inquisitor turned up with Fabian and the guards. He said Johanka had ignored his outright ban, and he had her taken away. Then he warned the people there that Johanka was spreading heresy and undermining the church's authority, and forbade them to listen to her.
That's all? Didn't you speak to the Inquisitor?
No, actually I didn't. He saw me there listening to her preaching, and I was afraid to come forward and talk to him.
Aha. Well, that's understandable.
Thanks.
It sounds pretty serious.
It is. I'm afraid it could be very serious indeed.
I just can't.
All right.
Good luck.
We gotta get some more testimonies. How's it going, Danger Dupe? How are you doing today? How's this? Just a random guard. All right, we gotta go grab some more testimonies here. B and G. Who's B and G here? B? Ah, perfect. We're talking good old Objective G. Ma'am? Now let me sit down here for a moment. We got a serious conversation. You're gonna have to put your soup down. Put those beans down.
Adela, the Inquisitor is going to try Johanka in court.
Oh, Lord. I hope she's acquitted. I was absolutely devastated when they took her away.
I need people to speak in her defense, and I'd like to ask you to do it.
I don't want to go there. Really. I'm afraid of that Inquisitor. But you helped me, and so did Johanka. It's only right that I should try and help her. But what am I supposed to say there? I'm just a simple village girl. I don't know anything about these things.
That doesn't matter. You just be yourself. It should be enough to talk about all the good Johanka does here, and how she helps others. I'll send for you if you're needed.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Ah, no convincing. Okay, cool. Up we get. Good, she did put the beans down too during the conversation. I'm very glad about that. Now she's back to eating her beans. Also, speaking of beans, our nourishment is still at 90 out of 100. We don't require beans. Okay, we've got, looks like 2 people outside of the monastery here to go talk to. Sleipner, come on now. All right, that's tomato soup. Pretty sure it's beans. Could be tomato soup. Baked beans haven't been invented yet? Ah, yes. Wait, what? Ah, yes, baked beans. Invented in 1921. It was orange? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's... I have no idea. They always look like beans to me. Oh, okay. Okay, Sleipner, you, okay. Yeah, Sleipner is the name of the horse. Only there's 4 people to talk to outside of town. Holy moly, we got a lot of options here. Okay, so we've got this guy. 5 outside of town, mind you. Oh, I see. The bailiff. Okay, so there's 4 out of town, and then we can try and talk to her. Okay. You're the townsfolk. Ah, that's you. Pavel. Get some menfolk and learn how to ride a horse. I mean, jeez. I mean, clearly have trouble with the whole turning process of riding a horse. I mean, I guess I just assumed the horse wouldn't run straight into a wall, but Sleipnir is a very devoted horse.
Goodman Pavel, you're still here. That's a relief. I was afraid I'd miss you.
Yes, still here, but not for long. I had some business to deal with, but now that's out of the way and I'm getting ready to leave. What was it you wanted?
You might have heard that Johanka was arrested by the Inquisitor and is facing trial.
Indeed, word has reached me. Poor girl.
I'd like to ask you to speak to the court in Johanka's defense.
Of course, Henry. You have my word. And the word of a burgher of Colleen ought to mean something. But to speak in defense of someone accused of heresy is no small matter. What do you want me to say?
The same thing you told me. That it was a sacred sign that you happened to be nearby when Johanka was speaking, and so on.
True. I'll tell the bishop that. You can rest assured.
Thank you very much. Please wait here a few more days for the court to convene, then I'll send for you.
All right. For Johanka's sake, I'll wait. Good luck, then.
Alright, perfect. Done. On to the next. Hey, Stratos. Stratos, if memory serves, it's like 58 gigs. This game is huge. I had to make some space. Sleipnir? I know I don't trust you much right now, but come on. Come on now. But yeah, just like Odin's horse. Sleipnir. Sleipnir. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 58. It was a monstrous number of gigs. I do also have the HD textures on though. So if you turn that off, I don't know how big it is. If you don't download those, but with all of the DLC and the HD textures and HD sound, I think it's also the other thing we put on here. Yeah, it's huge. Sleipnir, where are you going? Stay on the track, please. We'll go to just a little trot here. Excuse me, guardsman. Alrighty.
Our Lord's tasty, good on bread and for fries.
No, forget.
Come and get it, fine people, and pork crackling too. Enjoy.
That's gonna be a slap for Loki. Yeah, I'm gonna use your mutant horse child as a ride. Yeah, right. That's exactly right. Is there someone in here we can talk to? There's Gota. Yeah. Are you Gota? No, you're Oda. That's right. I remember. Do I have things I need to sell anyway? No, my weight's down really though. I'm not carrying anything. Gota? Where's Gota? Ah, no, it's just the house next to you. Alright. That's Gota, that's right. The guy we stole, not stole, we hustled him out of all of his money at a game of darts. Or darts? Dice, jeez. Not even close. Darts. Actually, it'd be kind of cool if there was a game of darts in this, but I don't think darts was a thing in this like area / time. Gota was the wife, yeah?
Welcome, Henry.
Guta, sorry. Alright, Guta.
Well, how did it go with that husband of mine?
Oh, I didn't talk to you about that
I
yet?
played him and took him for everything he had.
I see. So he played again.
I had a heart-to-heart talk with him, and in the end, he promised he wouldn't gamble again. He even gave me his dice.
That sounds promising. Thank you, Henry. But what about the money he lost? Did you give it back to him?
Yeah, I gave it back to him so he can buy what he needs.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Henry.
Testimony, please.
I need your help with something. I'm sure you've heard. Johanka was locked up by the Inquisitor.
Who hasn't? The whole of Sasso is talking about it. And the Inquisitor was asking around about her.
I'd like to ask you to appear before the court and say something in Johanka's defense.
I can't say I'm keen on going there. But Johanka helped me. And you did too. I think it's only right that someone should say something good about her.
Ah, thanks, Guta. I appreciate it. I'll send for you when it's time.
Wait, Dalco, what? So theoretically, baked beans are a Native American thing that European colonists adopted, and the beans used weren't brought to Europe until 1528. Holy smokes, baked beans weren't invented yet? I've been thinking these were beans the whole time, but they're not beans? What are these? What is this? I mean, that looks like beans. Doesn't that look like beans? The page for baked beans doesn't mention more detail than beans and bacon. Oh, okay. It could be lentil soup. Could be lentil soup. That could be it. A truly terrific casserole. A TTC. Nah, it's yeah, lentil soup. It's probably lentil soup. Kershak, I am now leaning towards. It's still, you know, it's still a legume, right? Oh my goodness, Mutt, please stop running underneath my feet. I'm always afraid I'm gonna like kick you. Goodness. If there are no local beans in Europe, I don't know. Maybe. That I'm actually not aware of. Oh, we're gonna have to go inside to go talk to him. Please ignore this body that's been unburied. That totally wasn't me. Looks around.
Father, the Inquisitor has had Johanka thrown in jail.
Oh, this is Echo.
He's planning a hearing.
Rightly so. It's about time this whole matter was dealt with.
How's it going, Comrade Kit Kat? Lentil mash literally exists in this game, so the question kind of answers itself. Okay, well, actually, it's true. Yeah, you can pick up the item lentil mash. Yeah, there you go. That is a good point. So the French made casserole before 1528, so they must have had some type of beans. I don't know.
What do you think about it then?
As I say, it's a good thing that the matter is being investigated. The things Johanka has been preaching are, to say the least, disturbing. Who knows what these dreams are that she speaks of? And her words are only putting ideas in people's heads and leading them astray. Now, instead of going to church, as they should, they go to her in the false belief that they will find solace. It's creating a chasm between the people and the church and leading them away from the true teaching left to us by Christ. They're misguided and swamped in heretical ideas.
But what if she just doesn't preach on Sundays? Would that work? What if he just preached on different days so that people went to both? No? She's no heretic, but yeah.
But Johanka is only saying what the Virgin Mary has told her. What can be wrong with that?
And how do you know the Virgin is really talking to her?
Well, I believe she's telling the truth.
But you can't be sure, can you?
Sir, that is a line that is dangerous.
God's teaching better than the church? Better than the generations of church fathers and learned scholars since the time of Christ, who have studied the sacred scriptures and their correct interpretation? With all the evil that's already going on in this province, the last thing people need is a false prophet.
Never forget, good sir, that if you always assume those that are not of the coven are false prophets, when a true prophet does come by, who was not brought up in the coven, you will never find the true prophet, as you will instantly out him as being a false prophet. This is dangerous. You must always keep your mind open and be inquisitive. This is why we need the Inquisition. They're important. Christ came from a stable too. See, that's exact. There we go.
Christ also came from a stable, though.
There's no comparison. Christ was the Son of God. Enough of this. Bishop Yaroslav asked me to present my suspicions before the court, and that's what I intend to do. He will then resolve the whole matter. He is, after all, more qualified than anyone to do so.
If you say so, Father.
Good luck then.
If no one believed Christ, then you wouldn't even start anywhere, right? Like, I'm just saying. You have to start with at least the thought that it could be a thing, or else everyone could have just completely ignored him, and an entire religion wouldn't be around, or at least a branch of it. Let me talk to the bailiff. All right, bailiff, we dumped like a ridiculous amount of cash for you. I need you to give me the thing. Oh, that's lockpicking. No, where's the bailiff? Oh, bailiff, where'd you go? Where'd you go, bailiff? Nah, he's going on down the way. Hey, Slepner. If you murder him right now, no one would know. Probably the guy who was right next to him, but yeah. All right, bailiff. Donation for the good? Yeah.
That donation to the town, did it help?
Indeed. And even some townsmen were inspired to promise donations too.
Ah.
Whether it's out of the goodness of their hearts or to glorify their own names. In the end, the important thing is, I don't have to demand anything from the townspeople for the common good.
Nice.
Imposing extraordinary taxes never does much good for a bailiff's popularity.
True.
Once again, I thank you in the name of the whole township.
In which case...
Master Bailiff, Inquisitor Yaroslav is going to try Johanka.
I know. He was here asking questions, too.
Oh? What did he want to know?
Various things. Like how things are here, whether people are honest, whether we observe the fest days, and so forth. And then he asked about Johanka. About what she preaches, whether people come to listen to her and that. He's been talking to a lot of other people in Sasau, too. I even heard that Katra, the swordsmith's wife, invited him to dine with her.
Oh.
That's interesting. Thanks for telling me. Was he just asking questions, or does he want you to testify before the court?
Yes. He did ask me to testify, and I'm none too happy about it.
I see. And what are you going to say about her?
It depends what I'm asked. But
Makes
there's
sense.
not much I can say. I don't know Johanka very well. She seems virtuous and self-sacrificing to me. She's never done anything wrong, and no one here ever had a cross word to say about her. Until recently. Maybe some gossip about her and Sir Sebastian. But I've heard similar talk about half the women folk here.
Yeah, it's just total hearsay. That's total hearsay about her and Sebastian. She's a virtuous girl. She helped a lot of people. Yeah, she's helped a lot of people here. We're not going to talk about, like, he's not going to care quite so much about this as he's going to care more about this.
Johanka has helped a lot of people here, selflessly. Her heart is in the right place.
True. But then there's that preaching of hers. Folk have been falling out. They're split according to whether they believe Johanka or not. I don't know quite what to think of it myself. But I don't want to jump to conclusions. I'll wait and see what the learned bishop has to say.
Oh. Okay. Will you speak on a rep? I can bribe him? I feel like that's going to be a bad idea. We should probably not do that.
Thank you for speaking openly, Master Bailiff.
I'll see you later.
We can bribe him. I feel like that's gonna be a problem. All right, so we can go talk to the swords lady, to Katra, and then we'll go sneak in and talk to Johanka tonight because this is only day one of us going around and getting people to swear to me. So we should be okay. We'll go sneak in there in the middle of the night and talk to her. Tell her she's being crazy. And by that I mean just don't, just, I don't know, make up something for a little bit and then do preachings in like a year. I mean, Matthias is already pretty healthy right now as is, so she probably doesn't have to go too crazy on this. Knock knock. Who's there? It's me, Henry. Hello, ma'am. Oh my goodness, he's never in this shop. Oh, look at these beautiful axes. Oh, it's mace. We got this one right here. It's a good one. One looks awesome, though. All right. Ma'am?
I'm here about Johanka.
You're that fella of hers, are you? What do you want?
No. I'm just a friend of hers. Matthias is her fella.
Huh. God knows how many she has.
I heard you invited Bishop Yaroslav to
Rude.
come and dine with you.
Yes, so what? Bishop Yaroslav is an esteemed visitor to Sassau, and it's only fitting he should be suitably hosted by devout burghers.
What you want to talk about? What do you have against her?
What have you got against Johanka?
Nothing. The question is, what has she got against us? Tell me that.
What?
She turns up here and tries to tell us how to live our lives. Says the Virgin Mary whispers to her in the night. Yeah, I'm sure. To a simple village wench. I'd like to know who's really putting those ideas in her head. She's just getting people all worked up. Men, especially. Coming around here with her nonsense. Sassau is a decent, orderly place, I'll have you know. We don't want any trouble here. All this talk about hellfire and the end of the world. God have mercy. No one is interested in what she has to say. All they want is some spectacle. She ought to have thought twice before she started. Not that she wasn't warned.
Warned? Yeah, warned how? She was the one who like messed up the offering table.
What do you mean, warned?
As I said, she was told.
In person? What are you implying? Explain yourself.
Tell me everything you know. I represent the royal hetman, so don't try and keep anything from me.
If you must
Wow, that
know,
was more forceful than I
some
thought.
of the fellas want to have it out with her and tell her to stop. No one wants her speeches here. But would she listen? No. The devil possessed her to bring harm to us.
So it was you who sent those men?
All I wanted was to protect the Sassau folk against her poisonous tongue. And I'll do just that. The Monsignor asked me to testify in court. And I'll tell everything I know there.
And I'll do likewise. Farewell.
Go. Good luck then.
Wow. Just between you and me, I think she's afraid she's gonna lose her husband. All right, let's get going. Just leave that little nugget in his head there. You know, just you never know what the shop guard's gonna what he's observed. He just essentially lives there. All right. We need to go talk to her now, right? Let's see. Yeah, so the next thing is to go talk to her about that. I think, she's like, if she paid off men to go and, like, antagonize Johanka, like, listen, the only people that resort to violence are those that don't have a really good seat of persuasion or logic, right? If you can't logic something and you can't persuade someone, you instantly go to violence, right? Like that's the rule of human, like, persuading, right? You first try and persuade someone through just conversation. Then you go through logic. If that doesn't work, you explain it out. And then if that doesn't happen, then you go beat them in the head with a stick, right? That's how humans operate. Clearly, she just jumped straight to step 3. Sir?
Hey, clear off. No one's allowed to talk to Johanka. Bishop Yaroslav's orders.
I'll pay. I'm with the bishop.
I know. I was just testing you. And you passed. I'm with the bishop's entourage, and I'm here at his command. Let me in to talk to Johanka.
In that case, you surely know that
Wow.
everyone who comes from the bishop has to show a document to prove it.
Good, good. Your diligence is commendable. I don't have the document on me at present, though. I left it at the monastery.
Sorry, sir. We'll have to go and get it. I can't let you in otherwise. I wouldn't want to anger the Monsignor.
Of course. And you can actually read, can you?
A little, sir, yes. That's why they put me here.
Very wise. You're clearly the right man for the job. Very well. I'll be back soon with that paper.
Take care.
Wow, that's amazing. Alright, we need to go and steal a document. That's fine, that shouldn't be too hard to do. Maybe? It's prepared for the trial. Optional, try to persuade. Yeah, that was so smooth, right? So Henry is normally like this awkward child bumbling down a road. But that was really smooth of him. He's like, can I sneak past you? No? Ah, good man.
Yeah.
So, I guess we need to get papers? Because this man can apparently actually read? A semi-learned man? Oh no. Foiling our plans. We were just going to put some scrawlings on a piece of paper. Alright, where would we get a piece of paper for that? Bullets? My one weakness! Right? Like, it's just... It was a very, like... It was pretty funny how smoothly that went. I'm not used to Henry doing so well. He's normally just a bumbling fool. Okay. Let me through, sir, please. Thank you. Good. Let's go talk to this man's assistant. No? No? Wait a second. Hmm. Hmm. 9 times out of 10, Henry is a literal peasant tipping over sheep in the field. I know, right? He really is. Okay, what do we... Alright. What do we do? Who do we need to talk to for this one? Inside the chest, maybe? Yeah, but there's 2 people in there. I don't know if we're going to be able to go and nab that. And there's a bed right here. It's an easy lockpick. These are hard lockpicks. We could definitely get in them. Just these guys are going to be here throughout the entire day. Wow. Yeah, there's so many chests in here for us to check. I'm nervous. And we have 3 days to do this, right? So we still have 2 more days. Hello? What? Hi. Talk to Matthias. Oh, is Matthias conscious? Maybe. She did say he was doing a whole lot better. Good question. Matthias, could you ask for them to come down here? No? No, okay. Now Matthias is still sleeping. Nothing we could do there. Any chance? Nope.
Take care now.
Yeah, he's not doing so well. Although he's getting better. Alright, let's go take a look at the situation with those guards one last time, and then we'll make our decision on how we're gonna move. I kinda wanna take a quick glance at them again. We'll probably go over to the baths and get ourselves cleaned up so we don't have mud on us. We really need to just not get caught. Us getting caught is pretty much gonna just instantly ruin her chances of not being burned at the stake. So we're gonna need to be very careful on this one for sure. Very careful indeed. Okay. So let's scoot back here. I'm kind of curious. I want to just scope out the place real quick, you know? But yeah, then we'll go and take a bath, and then we'll go ahead and we'll probably just sleep forward some time. It's a nice little spot here, guard. What's up, boy? He's digging. Good, man. Alright, let's go back over here and let's double check. Just kind of want to get an idea of what we're looking at. Oh, this isn't the place. Wait a second. There's baskets in there. It's over here, yeah? Yeah, over here. Okay. So one quick glance at... Wait. Oh, we'll wash our face while we're here, I guess. Whoop, through the vineyard. And over. Nope. Oh my goodness, where is this? Here it is, okay. Oof, took a minute. Alright. So yeah, there's only one way in. Do you, like, interrupt me? Can I talk to this guard too? No. Is she in this one? No, she's in this one, isn't she? There she is. Okay. I don't want him to throw me out by just going and talking to her. So we're going to go and get those papers. Let's go ahead and clean ourselves. We can walk. Let's go ahead and clean ourselves up. And then we'll go and get... we'll sleep. And we'll sneak in and go get some papers. Now the only question is, should we choke out the Inquisitor when he's sleeping in his bed just to make sure that he's completely unconscious when we go through all of the different drawers and whatnot rummaging in there, or should we let him sleep peacefully? I mean, or unless, is there a way maybe we can slip him a sleeping potion? Can we slip him a sleeping potion? That'd be good.
Jesus Christ. Your clothes. Were you assaulted? Damn bandits, may they burn in hell.
Are we really that bad? We look fine. What are you talking about?
I'd like to order something here.
And what is it you'd like?
Yeah, the change in tone, I swear.
Proper bath.
I swear.
And my clothes need washing.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. Take care.
Alright, I'm gonna pour myself some tea in the meantime. Oh wow, that was instant. That didn't give me any time to put together some tea. What? I was hoping to delay for tea. Well, hold on a second. At what point are they just insulting your appearance? I know, right? It's like, oh my goodness, your clothes. You look absolutely awful, ragged to be sure. No one would bat an eye as you walked by. They would think you were just a beggar in those clothes. Ma'am, my clothes are in perfect, pristine condition. Oh, I'm sorry. It must have been something about the light and maybe your face, but probably the light. It was probably something about it was something about the light. Ma'am. Oh, I just lost some frames. Hello. 93 frames. Where did you go? Come back here. I need you. Okay, let's go ahead and repair all those. That's armor kit repair. Weapon kit. Good. Taylor. Oop, let's try the other one because this one's almost done. Oh my goodness, we just blast through these Taylor kits. Okay. Alright, perfect. All of our clothes have been perfectly repaired. We just did them out here in the sun on the side of the road. Excellent. All right, let's go to the tavern. And then, I think we're good, right? Hop on over to the tavern. We'll sleep till the middle of the night. We'll take off all of our armor so we don't make any clanging noises as we move along in this, like, full, shiny, gold-plated armor. He's singing his songs and rhymes. All right, let's get over to the tavern here. Also, is Henry hungry? Yeah, he's a little peckish. Do we have any food on hand for him to nibble on? Do I have any nibbling food on hand? Ooh, I've got a pretzel that went bad. That's unfortunate. We'll just we'll let the ducks eat that. That's fine. How much is the sausage? You have 27. That's too much. 17. It's also too much. We'll have to. We'll eat when we wake up in the morning. It's fine. We'll eat when we wake up in the morning. It's too much. It's gonna make us a little stuffed. All right. Excuse me, citizen. We need to go to bed early. You know, at 14:30. Alright, we're gonna sleep in our full battle gear just in case. And we're gonna sleep to like. Okay, literally as long as it'll let us sleep. Perfect. We'll do that. All right, guys, this is gonna get dangerous. This is gonna get really dangerous. We cannot get caught. We can't get caught. If we get caught, this is gonna be so bad for us. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, we're gonna try. Oh, we're gonna try. I think we're gonna drink a Padfoot potion too, just to up our stats to as high as we possibly can get them to be. I think I'm gonna drink a Padfoot potion and a Nighthawk potion. Oh no, we failed the tournament. Oh no, we've already won it 5 times and gotten all the armor pieces we can possibly get. So what's up with Clear Conscience? So how does this perk work? It like disappeared for a bit and now it's back. You're making waffles? Wait, I thought you were making pizza. You finally have non-sugar-free syrup. You've got sugar-infused syrup. Constantinius, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Yeah, our lockpicking, that'll get it up to even higher, and it'll be, yeah, so it'll bring both of these to 20. So that'll be good. You did? So you're doing well. Oh man, this went bad too. It's fine. The drink we'll be drinking here between these two will give us 5 nourishment each. So there's, you know, crushed plants. We'll get something out of it. But you're still hungry? Oh, nice. So you get waffles for dessert? Oh, Constantinius, now we're talking. Pizza for dinner and waffles for dessert? Hey now. What kind of pizza, by the way? And do be aware, literally any way you answer that pizza response, you're going to anger someone in chat. That's just the way pizza works. It's a very important food that everyone's opinion is both right and wrong at the same time. What kind of pizza did you have? Pizza was a midnight snack? Ah, okay. So pizza was a midnight snack, and waffles is a midnight dessert? After snack? Regular pizza, not that Hawaiian. Ah, but there we go. And so some people have been angered. But what do you mean by regular pizza? What is regular pizza? You had hamburgers for dinner, pizza for a midnight snack, and now waffles? Oh my goodness, man. Living the dream. Okay. Armor off. Remove. Okay. Our noise is still at 4. More pants? Pants, okay. We wear nothing. we wear nothing, and we're going to eat this potion. Get our stealth up to literally invisible levels. Except for the Overseer, who's here for some reason. Overseer just came out here in the middle of the night to, just fresh air and admire the stars. Oh, look at the stars. You too, Overseer? Yeah, you too. Oh, all the guys are going home from work. Like cheese, it's frozen pizza. Ah, pizza was a snack. In your culture, snack means like candy or potato chips. Pizza is a dinner or lunch. That's what I was thinking. But I mean, you can have like a slice of pizza. A slice of pizza could be a snack, right? Delicious tea. Right, let's let him up and out of here. A very hard lock. Oh, a very hard lock, you say? Activate Crouching Chameleon. Oh, a very hard lock, you say?
Why is the grave here?
What did you just say? Okay, so he's asleep in there. Oh, we're not trespassing in here. Quick, shut the door. This doesn't count as trespassing. So we just have to be very quiet. Mutt. Shh. Don't wake him. Shh. Okay. Nice and quiet now. Nice and quiet now. Just so long as he doesn't see us lockpicking, we're fine. Or robbing. Ah. The writ of papers. There we go. Okay. Alright. Or retinue papers. Okay. In and out like a ghost. In and out like a ghost. You saw nothing. Okay. Shh. Please. Don't wake people. Alright, here we go. Phew. I was not sneaking around, and I only ever wear my loud, clunky armor. That's how you can always tell where I am. I am not a sneaky rogue. What? What a weird accusation. I, Henry of Skalitz, am very loud and clanky. Alright, let's take a look at these papers here real quick. I, by the will of God, Papal Inquisitor and Bishop of Sarapath, Sarapata. Okay. Hereby confirm that the bearer of this document is a member of my retinue, and as such must be accorded the honors befitting that station, and must not be hindered from carrying out my commands, but must be offered okay, compliance thereof. So perfect. Let's just go. What's up now? We ride.
Yeah.
We ride. So, whoop. We ride into walls. Stuff now. We ride into walls. We ride. Stuff now. How's it going, Ian? You're new to Kingdom Come Deliverance. What's the difference between normal and hardcore, please? So I was originally planning on doing hardcore because I was like, it'll be fun for my first time playing this. And then I was told repeatedly, no, don't do that. So the first things first is you don't end up on the map. So your little person's not here. So you just have to orient yourself off the map. Quest markers are not on the map. So you need to know where these things are. You don't get quest markers on your map. During combat, you don't get reticle indicators as to when enemies are attacking, so you have to block when they start swinging, which means that if you're fighting more than one person, it's going to be ridiculously tough. Is that it? I don't think there's really anything else, right? Those are like the big ones? Bonker? Oh. Sir, I absolutely have my torch out. I have my torch out, no worries. I just saw him with torches. I was like, oh yeah, I need to have that out, don't I? Whoopsie-dipsy-daisies. Alright, scoot down here. I'll leave our horse back here. Not quite. One more over. Upsy-daisies. Nope. Yeah, right over here. Perfect. Here we go, guys. Here we go. There we go. Oh, yeah, the negative perks, which you must choose before you start the game.
Here's a document. See?
Show me that. That's fine. Thank you, sir. Goodbye.
Good laters. Cutscene?
Johanka,
oh, no.
Are you alright?
Straight through the door.
Yes, Henry. I'm fine. I'm glad to see you.
I spoke to the Inquisitor. He wants to put you on trial.
I know. It's all in God's hands now.
No, it's not. I mean, it is, of course. But the Bishop has allowed me to defend you.
You want to defend me? Thank you, Henry. That's very kind of you. But you needn't bother. Our Lady won't let anything bad happen to me. I am her instrument, and I am completely in her hands. Everything that's happening is her sacred will.
I won't stand by with my arms folded. You need someone to testify for you. As I said, I will defend you.
If you insist. maybe it's the will of the Virgin that you came to me. So be it then.
That's the trial. We have to flee. Yeah, I did the pilgrimage.
I went to Ujits, like you asked.
That's good, Henry. I hope you purged yourself of your sins.
I did the pilgrimage of penance, like you said. And in the church, I begged the Virgin Mary for forgiveness.
And then I stole
And she
again
will
because I
bless
needed
you,
a document.
Henry. You're a good man. Remember that. And don't stray into wrongdoing again.
I won't. I made a donation to the church, too. And the parish priest there, Father Godwin, he was asking about you.
Was he? What did you tell him?
Oh, just about everything that's going on and the things you were saying. He was quite moved by it, to tell the truth. He even gave me some writings.
You see? Maybe Our Lady is giving you a sign, too.
What did the bishop... Yeah, not this one.
What did Bishop Yaroslav ask you about?
All sorts of things. Like how the Virgin Mary visits me, what she shows me, and about preaching to the people. Actually, he was really quite pleasant. He asked me about Skalitz, whether I go to church, and a lot of other things. And in the end, he told me I mustn't speak in public again about the visitations and that. But I couldn't obey an order like that. The Blessed Virgin is testing me, and I have to do what she asks, no matter who or what stands in the way.
I'd say he wasn't too happy about that.
No. He came there with his men, dispersed the people, and had me arrested and locked up here.
Okay.
About that trial?
Yes, the trial.
Oh, that's easy.
I'll get some people who will testify for you in court. But Brother Nicodemus is worried you'll say things that will make the Inquisitor angry. Please don't do that. You have to talk to him respectfully, answer his questions with humility, and not say anything to annoy him. And don't say anything against the church or priests. Please.
I'll say only what the Blessed Virgin wants me to say.
See yourself, please.
Johanka, please. You mustn't say anything against him or the church. Be contrite. Maybe even admit you might have been wrong about some things. I don't think the Inquisitor is so bad. If you submit to him, he'll drop the charges.
You too now. You're speaking exactly the same as his assistant. The two of you joined forces against me, did you?
I've nothing to do with him. I didn't even know he was here. Believe me, I'm really trying to help you.
You don't believe me anymore, do you?
Weird.
I do, Johanka, I believe you. But in court, you must speak reasonably, prudently. A lot depends on it. Maybe even your life.
I appreciate your concern for me, Henry, really, I do. But you must understand. I can't deny that the Virgin Mary visits me, or what she wants to tell us. Not now. After everything that's happened, I can't. Otherwise, she won't heal Matthias.
But you have to consider yourself and what's good for you. Surely you don't want to be convicted of heresy. That won't do anyone any good, neither you nor Matthias.
I've already told you. Everything is in the hands of the Blessed Virgin. I will accept with humility the fate she grants me.
Oh, jeez.
Sakra. This is going to be a right mess.
Yep. Yep. Oh, yeah. It's going to go poorly. It's going real poorly. Do we need to go and slip this right of retinue papers, Slepner? Ah, there you are. Good horse. Do we need to go slip these papers back into his office so he never knows that it was taken, or should we just keep them on us for fun? Oh, boy. I mean, does it truly matter if Matthias lives from the Virgin Mary helping you if you're dead and not around to see him in this life or the next? Because, you know, you get condemned by the church and your soul goes like, not to heaven. Probably stuck in purgatory, most likely. I feel like that's not helpful, right? Better safe than sorry. Yeah, put it back. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because he's like gonna be diligent about stuff, right? And this way, if he asks his guard, and his guard's like, he's like, did anyone come and see her? And he'd be like, oh yes, your man did. And he'd be like, my who? And then he'd know that no one had papers, so he'd be okay. So I'm gonna go sneak these back in there. I'm gonna sneak these back in here. We still have our Padfoot potion active on the bottom left there, so we can still do that. Let's just disrobe in the middle of the road here. Take my spurs off. That jingle, jangle, jingle. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong button. Sorry, Slipner. Let's go crouching up here. Nice and stealthy now. Nice and quiet. Nice and quiet. What do we get? I can't move. I can't move this in there. I can move all. I can't put it back. I can move all. That's my only option, is move all. Which would be every single item in that category. Okay. So I can't put it back. Guess I need them again from the quest? Maybe. I'm worried it's gonna get us in trouble. But it doesn't look like we can move it to the horse either. Horse can't get up here. When you hit X instead of C on the keyboard. Alright, let's see here. Why would they design it like that? I don't know. Well, it's a quest item, and quest items you really can't get rid of, right? Like, all of these I don't think I can put any of these in the horse. No, I can't put any of these in the horse. I can't, there's no drop option or anything else like over here, where I have drop and move to horse. All quest items just stay here. So, oh, put that away, please. Goodness. Put this all on. Alright. Sir, please pull your torch out. Don't go sneaking around at night. Ups the daisies. That's right. We need to talk to Nicodemus real quick, and then we'll go sleep. I was going to go back to the tavern. Then I realized we need to go here first. Wash our face, because Henry's probably sweating bullets from all the crazy stuff he's had to do. Alright, Father Nicodemus, questions?
I spoke to Johanka.
And did you manage to convince her?
Not even close.
Afraid not. She's stubborn. She says she answers only to the Blessed Virgin.
Oh dear, Henry. That's not good at all. What about her family? Doesn't she have a relative she might listen to?
No. None of them survived the raid on Skalitz.
She has no one at all left in the world? Poor child.
How do you not know this? How do you not know this, sir? I guess he's going to bring that up. Try to persuade her to speak with humility. So we try again? Yeah, Mutt is a pretty loud dog. He howls all the time. He doesn't like being left alone. Isn't that right, Mutt? Isn't that right, Mutt?
Good fella. That's my boy.
That's a little sinister with that with that lighting there. Oh my goodness. Doesn't look like there are any other things for us to do. All right. I mean, maybe we can try talking to her again? Get the guy who likes to try and talk to her? Maybe. What if now Matthias is not in a coma? I think he still is. Take a look. Conveniently not in a coma anymore. Might as well try. Oh my goodness, he is.
Matthias? You're better.
Henry? Is it you?
Yes, it's me. Who else would it be?
Oh, I'm glad you're here, Henry. I feel a bit better now. I'd even like to eat something. I must tell Johanka. She'll be glad.
Yeah, he's not here right now. Yeah.
Johanka's not here.
Oh? Where is she?
How to begin? Look, things got a bit complicated here. The main thing is, Johanka is in jail, awaiting trial.
What? What happened?
The Virgin Mary is speaking to Johanka, and Johanka is spreading her word to the people. But there is this Inquisitor who heard about it and had her arrested. He's putting her on trial for heresy.
Oh my God. How could such a thing happen? But if Our Lady is speaking to her, surely nothing can happen to her.
Well, I hope not. Trouble is, Johanka is very obstinate, and she's likely to say things in court that will just make it worse for her. Listen, Matthias, I need you to go with me and talk to her. Maybe together we can convince her to see sense.
I wish I could. But I'm still too weak to even get out of bed. I'm sorry, Henry. I just can't do it. You know what? Tell her I'm feeling better, and I agree with everything you tell her. Give her this dice. She'll understand. It'll almost be like I was there with you.
It's his dice. It's his dice. You remember? Oh my, it's his dice.
Dice?
Oh. It's a long story. Johanka knows all about it.
Oh, that's so good.
You can ask Teresa, too.
He knows.
If you say so.
Henry, please, look out for her. And make sure nothing happens to her.
I'll do my best.
Goodbye.
The casual goodbye at the end was amazing. Please, do what you can. We can't let her be burned for heresy. Goodbye, have a good one. Matthias, you sound really good. Wow, you sound like you're getting better. But oh my goodness, the dice. Oh my goodness, the dice. So in an earlier part of this DLC, we played as Teresa, right? Henry's girlfriend. And Teresa went and stole Matthias's dice and gave it to Johanka. So Johanka could then essentially bribe him into taking her to the dance. Oh, please don't hit the tree. The awning. Awning. It's an awning. It's not a tree. Whew. That's. Oh my goodness. That's A, super cute with the dice, and B, oh my goodness, that goodbye at the end was hysterical. What is that on the floor, by the way? Oh, it's my pretzels. It's the 2 pretzels I dropped on the floor. It's the 2 pretzels I littered for the ducks. That's what it is. I was like, what are those 2 lumps on the bridge there? Oh, they're pretzels, of course. What else would they be? Wild pretzels in their natural habitat, slowly becoming more and more stale. Oh yeah, no, Johanka is already manipulative, but again, that's for getting a guy's attention. One of the, like, 4 potential eligible men in the entire village. So, I mean, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do to get him, because the options are very limited. Alright, when you're in a small town like Skalitz, there's not many options. Gotta do what you gotta do. I went too far this time. Whoop, over into the pig pen. And up and out of the pig pen. Alright. Sir? Alright. Johanka, listen. Listen to me. About the trial.
About that trial?
Yes, the trial.
I spoke to Matthias.
What? But he's lying in a fever, isn't he?
No, he's much better. He asked about you. He wanted to come here, but he's not strong enough yet.
Oh, that's wonderful. You see, Our Lady helped him. And now, I have to do my part.
But doesn't it mean that you've already done your part?
Yeah.
Well,
What would be the point of it all if the Inquisitor were to have you imprisoned now? Or even worse?
It's a message. A final test. I mustn't fail now, after everything.
But you already passed the Virgin Mary's message on. Many people heard it, and many of them have amended their ways. You certainly haven't failed. Look, Matthias gave me this for you, and he asked me to tell you to look out for yourself.
Thank you, Henry. Go now. I need to rest.
He dropped his lucky dice. We'll be back for that. I needed to add to my dice collection. Alright. So, Johanka's running into that situation where, like, you get to the end of a test, right? When you're in, like, school and whatnot, you like, get to the end of a test, and you're, like, you're pretty sure there's, like, a back page, but you flip over the test and there's no back page. There's no questions on the back page of the test. And then you start thinking that, you know, maybe you didn't get a page of the test because you're, like, the first one done. She thinks there's still a test, but she's already finished the test. She doesn't need to do the test anymore. Let's hope that'll convince her. Yeah, well, fingers crossed. Who knows? Let's just go running through town here real quick. Get our workout in here. Henry needs to do some midnight sprints for sure. These poor pretzels. We'll take these pretzels with us. I can't just litter these poor pretzels on the ground. They've had a day in the sun, so you know they've gained some flavor, also known as the flavor of horse hooves. Let's go see if we can go and put that document back now. Now that we've convinced her, or at least done our best to convince her, we've given her more hope. I just want to check. I just, you know, I feel like Henry shouldn't have these documents on him, right? I feel like he shouldn't. And it does still look like we're allowed to be in the room. We're not actually banned from being in the room. So I'm just going to have him, like, waltz on in there. Shh, not now. No waking people. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I was sleepwalking. I wasn't paying attention to the time. I was asleep. There's a lot on my mind these days. Okay. No. Inventory quest items. I still can't put it back. Okay. Alright, well, now we know for sure. I just wanted to be sure. Just want to be sure. Alright. To the tavern. Did we just take damage? Fell down the last 3 stairs. Alright. To the tavern.
Yeah.
Away! Do a quick ride through the night. It's fine. We're not anywhere near a place where guards are going to be questioning us. Let's go ahead and drop our horse right here. Perfectly parked. Perfectly park our horse right there. Let's sleep to the morning. Get our armor on.
Heal.
Oh, wrong one. That one. We'll sleep till the morning. Oh, we can't sleep morning for. Okay, guess we'll just sleep till just barely morning. Then we'll go and talk to him, and trial begins. And here we go. Uh-oh, Here we go. Cross fingers, everyone. It's going to be a bumpy ride for sure. We're going to have a handful of people coming in and testifying good things. We're going to have a handful of people that are going to be, like, 2 people that will be testifying. Like, the bailiff is going to be iffy. We'll see. That lady is going to be a nightmare. At least the Inquisitor isn't certain on one or the other yet. Okay. We're ready. Let's armor up. Okay. Armor on. Good to go. Actually, get our shield equipped as well. So we're fully prepared. Speech check incoming. Don't worry, we have full speech. Our speech skill is maxed out. Also, we're a little peckish. Can we buy something to eat? No. We're not eating the free lentil soups anymore. So we'll just wait it out for a couple hours here then. Our nourishment's at 80. I want to make sure we've got a nice full stomach, full tummy. So we've got some meat, I think. We might have some stuff on the horse too we could take a look at. Oh no, we've lost 1 energy point. Oh noes. Not our energy points. We need those. We can't get hungry and we just stand around. Yeah, well, we got to get to closer to 9 o'clock, because that's all the stores and everything open up at 9. Ah, no, these guys open up earlier. Ah, good alehouse maid. Help me. I require breakfast.
Jesus Christ be praised. How may I serve you?
Breakfast. That's how you may serve me.
God be with you.
I would like to sell you... How much dried meat do we have? 6. Okay, we could have just eaten the dried meat. I'll sell you my 2 spoiled... my 2 spoiled pretzels and some sausage and salami. And I would like to buy some lentil soup. 8 and 8, 16 for difference. Porridge. Porridge is 10. We'll take 1 porridge. How much is a bread roll, actually? Bread's 17. It's pretty good. Bread roll, 7. Bacon, 15. Ooh. And a beer to wash it down. We probably shouldn't have beer before the trial. Cheese, 10. All right, we'll have porridge and cheese. The breakfast of champions. Oh, sorry. Yes. I'll buy that. Thank you. We'll have some porridge. Nom. And we'll have some cheese. Ah. Breakfast of champions. Porridge and cheese. Cheesy porridge. And water? Nah. The porridge was thin enough that we don't need any water. We're okay. Oh my goodness, Slepner, don't just face bash me. Goodness gracious. Blessed by gods, gain a silver tongue. Yes. I mean, again, our speech skill is maxed at 20, and our charisma is at 19 right now. Our clothes aren't in the best condition. We still have some mud on our hat and everything, but I mean, we can go to the baths real quick. Let's go to the baths. Let's get ourselves to look as good as we can, right? We need to come in here like a shining knight. Yeah? Let's go jump in here. Oh, ma'am, I hope you have some hot water ready for me. For I need a bath, and more importantly, I need laundry. Let's leave our horse out here. Hopefully she doesn't insult us again.
My humble greetings.
All right, good.
How may I help you?
I'd like to make use of the bathhouse's services.
And what is it you'd like?
Get myself fixed up a bit. Have a bath and get my clothes washed.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. Take care.
Yeah, I get this. Like, I don't know how the filth keeps ending up on the top of his bell helmet, but it just keeps happening. All right, let's get over to Slepner, and we'll just ride the horse so we don't get dirty. Let's walk around these little surprise bombs on the street. All right. And off we get. Time to go. Who's ready? For a trial. A trial of the ages. So I'm really hoping this goes well. I'm really hoping this goes well. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Alright, saddle on up. Or sidle on up and saddle on off. Alright, Slipner, you hang out there. Oh, Inquisitor, it's been one day and I'm ready for the trial. I hope you are too. Holy moly. There's a lot of options. I'll defend her in a duel. I mean, granted, A, we would win that, but B, this is not the way to resolve this. There have been some suspicious activities. Why'd you in prisoner? What's wrong with what she's saying? Visitor, did you come only here? Yeah, actually, a good question.
Monsignor, Johanka is just a simple village girl from Skalitz. Are all these legal proceedings really necessary?
They are. The mission of the Inquisition is quite unequivocal, and however trivial, this matter has a broader significance.
What broader significance?
No offense, but these things can't easily be explained to an uneducated boy like you. Still,
no offense.
I'm pleased that you take an interest. Unfortunately, I don't have time for this now. If you really want to know more, ask my assistant.
Oh.
After all, it is also our duty to guide others through the labyrinth of this world.
We will then. I don't know. I feel like some of these are going to be a can of worms. We're not going to do that. All right, assistant, we can finally talk to you.
God's blessings. What can I do for you?
The bishop told me this business with Johanka has a wider context, and that you tell me about it.
Oh, very well. If the bishop says so. Look, it's like this. The world as a whole is not in a good state. For decades, people have been perishing from a terrible sickness, the Black Death. There's an anti-pope in Avignon in France who defies the authority of the throne of St. Peter. The people are frightened. Many of the nobles, instead of caring for peace on earth, are warring one against another. The authority of many monarchs, and even the emperor, is unfortunately too weak to put things to rights. Many scholars have even started to question established truths, and various contentious teachings have appeared, such as those of the Englishman Wycliffe.
Oh, wow.
The Black Death?
The plague, my child. A dreadful disease that claimed countless lives. By the grace of God, these parts were not much afflicted, but it took a terrible toll in the surrounding countries. First, the Italian ports were stricken, Venice and Genoa, and then nearly the whole of Christendom. Some regard it as God's punishment for our sins, or even a sign of the approaching parousia.
Paro what?
The parousia, the second coming of Christ. The day when he returns to this world will mark the end of the ages. The dead will rise, and all people will face final judgment for their sins.
Oh. Do you think that's going to happen?
Most assuredly. But God alone knows when that will be.
Oh. I hope it won't be too soon.
Okay.
The anti-pope?
Unfortunately, that's a very serious and unpleasant topic. In short, alongside the legitimate Pope, the Bishop of Rome, and successor to St. Peter, another was elected and is usurping the highest glory of being Christ's representative here on earth. This is a most lamentable schism for the whole church, and the Avignon usurper must be compelled to give up his unlawfully acquired office, so the church and the whole of Christendom may again be unified.
So there are two popes?
Not quite. There is only one, but there are those who refuse to recognize him. The election wasn't correct and valid, and I apologize It wasn't wise to speak to you of this. It will only
What?
confuse you all the more. Better forget it. We won't talk about it anymore.
Yeah, Kershak's right about that one. I know about the anti-pope. We've played plenty of Crusader Kings 2 to understand how anti-popes work. Oh yeah. Oh, the anti-pope's actually no longer an option on in here anymore. They actually it's gone. We can ask about the Black Death again, but we can't talk about the Wow, okay.
You mentioned the Emperor.
God wants unity, a universal order of the world. The Pope, Christ's deputy, and the Emperor, the supreme earthly ruler, crowned by the Pope himself, were instituted in order to preside over that unity. Unfortunately, the gleam of the imperial crown has become somewhat dulled, and his authority is no longer as absolute as it once was. What's worse, his election has become a political game involving many princes, and for a long time, the emperor himself has paid less attention to the affairs of the Christian world and more to his own concerns.
I see.
Well, that's no good. Sorry, I just need to get some more tea. There we go. Perfect. Scholars?
And what about these scholars?
What about these so-called
That's
smart people?
Complicated. Some reject the authority of the Pope or the Church. Others dispute over the legitimacy of government or the nature of the world. Others rebel against teachings. All of them seek all sorts of arguments and explanations to support their claims and argue with others. All this contributes to uncertainty. One doubt leads to another, and soon heretical ideas take hold. But don't concern yourself. These are weighty matters for others who are learned in such things.
Of course.
For others who cannot win a fight to save their life. Of course, I see.
Peace on earth.
Yes. Sadly, many countries are torn apart by strife and destroyed by war. In the lands of the English, the French, the Italians, and the Holy Roman Empire, Christians are raising their weapons against other Christians. Love for our neighbor has given way to the pursuit of mammon and high office. They plot against each other to gain advantage. You've seen it yourself, right here in Bohemia, and even in Sasau.
Yes. And in Skalitz.
Indeed, my son. Regrettably.
Can you imagine getting AI to a point where you could make a custom world via CK2 and then zoom into it, into an RPG narrative like this, where they take your CK2 political situations into account when playing? Oh my goodness, that'd be amazing. You play through a game of CK2 and then you can pick a time. Yeah, it's pretty much Dwarf Fortress, but not with dwarves. Or building a base. That would be pretty insane.
But what does all this mean? What has it got to do with Johanka?
As I say, the order of the world is shaken. Division is spreading, and confusion and iniquity thrive. It's the handiwork of Lucifer, who wants to lay waste to God's creation. Many have succumbed to his false truths and spread them to others. That's why we must be alert to his snares, especially in these times. Be wary of false prophets and stick to the path of the true faith and personal virtue.
I see. There is a charlatan. Should we tell him about the charlatan? Should we tattle on him? There's a charlatan literally one time. Actually, no, the charlatan had problems here in Sasau, actually, and then he went over to Ledechko, and we just helped him make a story of a revenant in Ledechko. So we can absolutely do. That's amazing. Yeah, we'll do that. Unfortunately, you can't wrap your head around Dwarf Fortress. Don't worry, Kershak. At some point, we'll play that one. At some point, I want to play that.
I know someone like that. There's a charlatan who's been peddling wares around these parts. All sorts of amulets, relics, and the likes. that are supposed to cure all ills.
Yes. I've heard something about that. If you should know of any similar iniquities, the Monsignor will be glad to listen to you.
Oh. Okay, perfect. We'll let him know.
And Johanka?
Just so. I fear she too may have been ensnared by Lucifer's deceptions, and the false belief that she's been visited by the Blessed Virgin. These machinations of the devil must be faced and stamped out before they take root and cause more evil. But we must not despair. Even those who have strayed from the right path may be redeemed. And that's why Johanka's case is important, although it may not be immediately apparent.
I understand.
Okay.
Thanks. I won't bother you anymore.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Signor? I don't know how he's improperly pronouncing it. There's suspicious activities.
Monsignor, I've heard of various irregularities in the province that might be of interest to you.
Very good, my son. A good Christian certainly shouldn't conceal such things. Please, speak.
How many options? Oh my goodness. There's a lot of options. Yeah, we gotta... Ooh, we are not bringing Father Godwin into this. We are not bringing... Father Godwin is an amazing man, and he should be left to his own devices. But we will talk about Simon the Hermit. Who's Simon the Hermit? I don't remember Simon the Hermit. The Waldensians, sure, we'll tell them about that one. The Ujits women, we could. The Devil Construction Site, we'll tell them about that. And then irregularities inside the monastery walls, you can do that too. I don't remember which this one is about, but we could delve into it. Simon the Hermit? Father Simon? Who is Father Simon? Oh, the former Skalitz priest. I don't know if we're not going to bring either of these guys in, I think. We'll talk about the Waldensians because they've already been captured.
There were Waldensians hiding in Ujits.
Really? And how did you find out about it?
Sir Hanush sent me to help the vicar track them down and catch them.
So, Sir Hanush had an interest in finding them?
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Not just to get the vicar out of his hair.
I'm pleased to hear it. It's not always possible to see eye to eye with secular lords in such matters. And how did it end up with the members of the sect?
I tracked them down and reported them to the vicar, and then he had them taken to Kuttenberg for trial.
Good. Good. There have been all sorts of sects and false doctrines spreading in recent times. It's the work of Satan. I'm glad you told me about it, Henry.
Yeah, unfortunately, I kind of messed up the whole saving the Waldensians, but it's okay because it gives us credibility with this guy, so that works.
A demon's skull was found on the church building site.
Yes. I heard something about it. A disturbing report. Tell me what you know about it.
It was a deception, sir. Someone made it with evil intentions to frighten people. I found the skull and brought it to the local knacker. He confirmed it was a human skull with animal horns stuck on.
You did the right thing, Henry, in uncovering the deception and in telling me about it.
Okay. I don't remember what this one was. I don't remember what the irregularities in the monastery walls were. And we did technically murder two bandits on this one. So I don't know if we really want to tell them about that either.
There are interesting things going on inside the monastery.
In the monastery? What kind of things?
Oh, various things that people are talking about. There's a lot of talk about the construction of the new church and how much it must be costing. But actually, nothing that would interest you, really. I won't waste your time with it.
As you wish.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, never mind. There's some money stuff going on and money laundering and nonsense, but it's fine. I guess we'll do this one, but we'll skip these two, yeah?
Some women in Uzit went to the herbalist for magic ointment. Then they went to the woods, smeared this ointment on themselves, and engaged in all sorts of incantations and spells.
What? Witchcraft? God have mercy. They must be brought to justice. Who is this herbalist they visited?
Henry's 100% Telltale. This is the last one we're gonna do. We're not gonna tell it Gertrude. I don't know anymore. Or the Uzis Parish priest took care. Yeah, the priest took care of it.
Not to worry, Monsignor. Father Godwin put a stop to it.
Well, that's good news at least. Witchcraft will not be tolerated under any circumstances.
See, it worked out fine. Done. We're not talking about anything else. That's it.
That's all, Monsignor.
All right, Henry. Thank you. But I hope you're not keeping anything from me.
I will not mention anything else. That worked out fine. See, now there's no problems. We're all good. But yeah, Father Godwin would have been a really bad one because, yeah, he's a good man. So do we just start the trial now? Is there nothing else we want to do? We already know why she was imprisoned. We already know what's wrong with what she's been saying. This is only going to get us in trouble, and this probably isn't going to work well at all. So I think we just start trial, right? Trying to rack my brain before we hit go. No, duel's probably going to get us in trouble. Trial by combat. If we lose the trial by law, we could probably win trial by combat. I mean, I know we can. We are Henry of Skalitz, murderer of over 250 souls. So at least 220 souls. I'm gonna have to double check our stats. But I think we just start the trial. Start the trial? Okay. Yeah, we talked to everyone. We can't drop the rite of passage. Okay, yeah, I think that's that.
I'm ready, Monsignor.
Excellent. I have also completed my investigation.
Good.
We may commence then with the proceedings?
Yeah. Ready. Let justice commence then.
Yes.
Good. I will send for everyone who is to bear witness and have Johanka brought before the court. We'll commence first thing tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
One more thing. These are solemn proceedings that demand a certain decorum.
Okay.
I won't tolerate any clanking armor or otherwise inappropriate attire. You will wear this robe.
Of course. Thank you, Monsignor.
Very well. Rest now, and we'll meet in the morning.
Good luck, then.
Do we fast forward to it? All right, saving? Yep, we do. Boo, no clanking armor. Oh. He's looking fancy. Good luck. Uh-oh.
Let us begin.
Oh, that echo. Try to defend Johanka before the court. Okay. Here we go.
I, Bishop Yaroslav of Benishov, by the grace of God, Papal Inquisitor, have come here to Sasau in response to reports of Marian visitations and the preaching activities of one Johanka, a commoner. And I have found indeed that by her arbitrary words she's been leading good people astray and encouraging their rebellion against their betters. Furthermore, Johanka has attempted to usurp the glory that belongs alone to Holy Mother Church and to appoint herself as an intermediary of the wisdom and grace of Almighty God. This does not behove any lay person, and certainly not a woman. It is therefore necessary to remedy her transgressions, and to investigate the extent and the basis of her misguidance. Or, as the case may be, heresy. Henry of Skalitz has elected to appear here in Johanka's defense, and his wish has been allowed. Anyone who elects to speak here does so before God, and shall be bound by a most sacred oath, to speak only the truth.
But not the whole truth.
I will first hear the testimony of Father Fabian, who sent me word of this matter, and who should best know what deeds are done in his parish.
He said only the truth, not the whole truth, so we can leave stuff out. We're allowed to leave stuff out.
Father Fabian, will you tell us what Johanka has been proclaiming?
Johanka claims that she has received visitations from Our Lady, the Holy Mother of God, who speaks to her in the night. It is an outrageous claim that I hold to be entirely untrue.
And did Johanka come forward to ask your advice regarding these alleged apparitions?
She did not. Instead, she took it upon herself to spread her supposed wisdom to the people.
And prior to this, did Johanka attend church? Did you see her at your sermons, Father?
I did not, Monsignor. I believe Johanka is deliberately avoiding the church. Instead, she meets her followers secretly in the woods and preaches to them. Either she made everything up, or the devil himself is whispering in her ear.
Let's see. Johanka, yeah.
If I may, Monsignor, the Virgin Mary really does speak to Johanka.
Is that so? And on what do you found this claim?
It couldn't be the devil. Johanka lives at the monastery, doesn't she? Close to the cave of St. Procopius. St. Procopius, who overpowered the devil and cast him down, did he not? The evil one would hardly dare return to the dominion of the saints to whisper in Johanka's ear. Surely that's obvious.
It's true, Henry, that evil spirits, or even Lucifer himself, would have little power in the vicinity of the remains of St. Procopius.
But the fact that she lives at the monastery doesn't mean that she is not misguided. What's more, she is an interloper there herself, who would not even be tolerated if it weren't for Brother Nicodemus.
Yes, Father. I am aware of the impropriety of her presence in the monastery grounds. But in this, I must concur with Henry.
Say no more? Yep.
Monsignor, would you please hear the testimony of the respected burgher Pavel of Kolin? He will testify that Johanka isn't making anything up.
Well, I'm very curious what this Pavel will tell us. Call Pavel of Kolin.
Come on, Pavel. Don't let us down. Come on.
I'm a little surprised to find a counselor of Kolin here, especially you, who makes no secret of your animosity towards Sasau Monastery.
True. Although I have only criticized the monastery in secular matters of property, which concerned a dispute with the town of Kolin, and therefore my duties as a counselor.
Pavel, please tell us about your recent experience.
I'm all ears, Goodman.
Monsignor, some years ago I hid some money in Sasau Woods. When I found myself here again recently and heard Johanka's words, I remembered that matter. Johanka made me aware of my inordinate love of wealth, and I resolved to donate the money in question for the common good of Sasau. For this, I needed an honest intermediary who would locate the money. In this, too, Johanka helped me by putting me in touch with Henry here. By the grace of God, he found the long-lost treasure and donated it for the good of Sasau. The whole matter I regard as the intervention of the Holy Spirit.
An interesting tale, Goodman Pavel.
Not only that, it's also evidence of divine providence, and that Johanka isn't making anything up. She wasn't possessed by an evil spirit. On the contrary, Our Lady really did speak to her.
I must concur with that, Monsignor, because I was subsequently also visited in a dream by the Virgin Mary.
What? You too?
Yes. She appeared in a blue cloak and waved to me.
Do you swear that what you say is true, Pavel?
Wow.
I swear by Almighty God, Monsignor.
Remarkable. Truly remarkable.
Wow.
Very well, Goodman. Thank you for your testimony. You may stand down.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so glad we got him. Oh, that was so good.
Even if it were true, why would Our Lady choose a simple village girl like Johanka?
Monsignor, with your permission, I'd like to draw attention to the work of the great scholar Matthew of Yanov. He exalted women like Johanka. He said that God created what is weak in order to bring shame on what is strong. That's why God turns to women who love Christ and blesses them with such visions, so that they can point out and rectify the vanities of men. It can't be heresy if the learned masters of universities write such tracts.
Oh, man, I'm glad we read that book.
What you say is remarkable. Matthew's work, which you mentioned, does speak to Johanka's benefit, but I wouldn't have expected that someone of your station has even heard of the Master of Yanov.
Ooh.
How did you come by his work?
Well, Johanka pressed me to go on a pilgrimage of repentance. I went to Ujits, where there is a Marian church, and there, the parish priest gave me a copy of the text.
That's surprising indeed, especially that you are at all capable of reading such a work and understanding it. You're quite a fountain of unexpected skills, Henry.
Why, thank you.
Monsignor.
Let's proceed then. Is there anything else you want to add, Henry?
Yes?
Yes. Please call Brother Nicodemus. He has something to say about it.
Yeah, he's calling us stupid, but
he's a man of learning and knows more about these things than I do.
Certainly. I also wish to hear his testimony. Call him.
Oh, we are crushing this trial. Oh, we've got this thing in the bag if we keep going at this rate.
Nicodemus, for some time you were insisting that the infirmary needed extra pairs of hands. It was only at your request that Johanka, against all accepted custom, was allowed inside the monastery walls. I've already spoken to Abbot Peter about her, but please tell me how Johanka behaved.
Monsignor, I must stand behind Johanka. The girl is a treasure. Selfless, charitable, and good-hearted. She helped more people here than anyone else. I have never seen her do anything that would contradict the behavior of a good Christian. She never discussed questions of faith with me. She was always focused only on her work, which she carried out impeccably.
And afterwards, when she began making claims of Marian apparitions?
Hey, Ian, thanks for the follow as well.
Yes, that's quite an extraordinary thing. The things she preached couldn't have come from any of the brothers, or from books, because she can't read. Therefore,
Boom.
I believe the Blessed Virgin really spoke to her.
Nonsense. She made the whole thing up. Or someone did prompt her. You're very keen to defend her, brother. It makes me wonder whether she didn't get her wisdom from you.
I already said she got none of it from me, and I would never lie before Almighty God. But it seems to me it's the inadequate education of the good parish priest here that's behind his flimsy litany.
Oh.
What? Am I to be criticized by someone who's more a gardener than a scholar?
Father Fabian, let Nicodemus speak. And you, Nicodemus, stick to the point if you please.
Certainly, Monsignor. Please allow this humble gardener to put the good priest right, because he evidently knows nothing of the fact that other women before Johanka had similar experiences. Blessed Hildegard of Bingen also had similar visions. And what about St. Bridget, or Elizabeth of Schurnau, or Catherine of Siena? Like them, Johanka here only humbly spreads the message of Our Lady. She does not present herself as an intermediary of divine mercy. Please do not condemn Johanka, Bishop Yaroslav. In my judgment, her visions are genuine and her words sincere.
Thank you, Nicodemus. Your plea is very bold. But what you say about Hildegard and the others is true. You can rest assured, I will consider your words very carefully.
That was another really good one. And yeah, Emperor, you do have a good point. Like, Henry's a peasant. He shouldn't be able to read.
Have you had trouble with heretics before, or had any suspicions of heresy here?
Not much, Monsignor. Now and then there have been traveling preachers and various charlatans here and there. Although, I did recently get reports that there were members of the Waldensian sect hiding in the province.
Yes, I heard of that. They were dealt with by the vicar who came here to track them down. Henry here helped catch them. Thank you, Father Fabian. That's all.
I'm glad to have been of service, Monsignor.
I thank you also, Brother Nicodemus. You too may stand down. Call Hoshek, bailiff of Sasau.
Yeah, you're right. Nicodemus was really our trump card. Man, whoa, that was so good.
Bailiff, has there been any suspicious activity here recently?
Well, there have been cumins on the rampage in the woods and on the roads, and all sorts of bands of footpads and brigands around the province. But otherwise, it's all been peaceful and quiet here, Monsignor.
How reassuring. And what of Johanka, bailiff? Has she been inciting the people here?
I couldn't tell you much about her. I hardly know her. She hasn't broken any laws, and folks speak well of her, for the most part. Although it's true, things have been a bit tense here, on account of her speeches.
Continue.
Quite a lot of people have been going to her since she started with that preaching. Some are even convinced she's a holy woman. From what I heard, they bring her small gifts or ask for her advice or blessing.
Sacrilege! People coming for blessings and bringing her gifts. That has all the makings of a cult.
Oh, I don't know, Monsignor. Begging your pardon, but that's overstating it a bit. But it's true. They met outside town, too, and it came to a bit of a skirmish. Nothing serious happened, though. Fellas punching each other in the mouth. If you'll excuse me, Monsieur, that happens all the time. Well, that's about all I can tell you, Monsignor.
Thank you, bailiff. That will be all. And you, Henry, you've been around Johanka more than anyone. Do people come to her for blessings?
Yes, but she doesn't do it. She doesn't bless anyone.
Well, they come to her, yes. But I swear she never blessed anyone. But when someone comes to her, she tries to help them, like a good Christian.
Henry, I'm sure you're aware that to lie here is a mortal sin and a crime.
I do. And I'm not lying.
Nope, that's what she told us.
Anything else?
Call a tailor's wife? Call out of the bath wench? Yeah, tailor's wife.
Yes, Monsignor. Johanka helped Guta, the tailor's wife. Please hear her testimony. You'll see for yourself that Johanka is a good Christian.
Very well. I promised I'd hear your witnesses. Call this Guta. Guta, you witnessed Johanka's first sermon. What did she speak of?
About how we should be virtuous and not sinful.
And then you went to see Johanka, didn't you?
I did, Monsignor. I wanted to ask her for help, and she did. I was praying for my husband for a long time and begging God to help him. And I believe my prayers were answered, and he sent Johanka to us.
And there were others who came to her seeking help?
Yes, Monsignor. There were.
And that shrine, and the gifts. People brought them to Johanka so she'd help them?
I couldn't tell you. But she helped me, without any of that.
Didn't you bring her any gifts?
Well, yes, but that was after. Just some old cloth for bandages and bed covers, so she could help others like she helped me. Every evening, I pray for Johanka and thank the Blessed Virgin for sending her to us.
I see. Thank you. You may go.
Not much from that one.
I'd like you to listen to Adela. She amended her life and doesn't live in sin anymore, all because of Johanka. Johanka helped people selflessly, not for any benefit, and Adela can testify to that.
All right. Bring this Adela.
Yeah, I imagine the blacksmith's wife's coming in last to just stir everything up. Oh boy. Man, this weird rubber banding when we load in.
Adela, until recently you were living in the nearby town of Ledechko, is that so?
Yes.
And how did you make a living there?
I served at the baths, laundering and repairing clothes, and preparing the baths.
Is that all?
No. Sometimes I went with the fellas and pleasured them for money. But I don't do it anymore. I swear. I changed my ways on account of Johanka and Henry here, and now I lead a decent life.
You're saying you simply gave up your profession?
Yes. Henry convinced me, and Johanka took me in.
Very well. Thank you. And since you left Ledechko, have you sinned with anyone?
No, monsieur, I haven't.
Good. May God give you the will to maintain your newfound virtue, Adela. And now, please answer one more question.
Uh-oh.
You're living with Johanka now, yes? Tell me what she says to the people who come to her.
Well, they come with all sorts of problems. Some want just advice. Some want her maybe to bless them or talk to Our Lady for them. They believe she's a holy woman.
So, Johanka accepts gifts from these people and then gives them her blessing?
No, it's not like that. Johanka doesn't bless anyone. And she doesn't want any gifts from anyone either. Folk just bring them. The things they bring, she gives them out to the sick and wounded. She doesn't keep anything, I swear.
You swear?
Yes, I swear to it all, Monseigneur. I'd never lie to you.
All right. You may go. Now I wish to question Katra, the swordsmith's wife.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh boy. Put your seatbelts on.
Katra, you are a respected townswoman who has a good overview of what goes on in Sasau. As you told me earlier, will you tell me now what you know of Johanka and her deeds?
Yes, I'll tell you everything, Monsignor. Johanka has been putting ideas into people's heads and causing chaos. What right has she to preach to us? A simple girl like that. As if we were bad people here, and she herself is a sinner, and an adulterer, a loose woman she is, who goes with anyone, and even fornicated with a custodian, Sir Sebastian.
She's not telling you everything.
Forgive me, Monsignor, but Katra isn't telling the whole truth.
What do you mean, Henry?
She's the one who set a band of thugs on Johanka several times to cause trouble for her and threaten her. She wanted to drive Johanka out of town. That's not the deed of a good Christian, plotting intrigues like that. She admitted it all to me.
Is that true?
Quick bit of distraction.
I only did what was necessary to stop her from bringing us to harm.
Monsignor, you can see yourself that Katra holds a grudge against Johanka.
Yes, I must agree with Henry. In view of your apparent antagonism towards Johanka, whatever the reasons for it, I cannot allow you to influence these proceedings.
Yes.
You should have reported your concerns to Father Fabian instead of acting willfully as you did.
But she's bringing us nothing but trouble.
I will be the judge of her transgressions, not you. Nevertheless, I have also heard rumors of Johanka's immorality that cannot be ignored.
We didn't distract hard enough.
The Sasau custodian, Sir Sebastian von Berg.
Johanka, don't say things. Don't do it.
Sir Sebastian, my apologies for raising the matter, but doubts have been cast on your virtue. I have been told that you have shared your bed with Johanka. Is it true?
Don't do it.
Monsignor, with respect, this is surely some mistake. Johanka is not a bad girl, and by no means a heretic.
Noted. Now please answer my question. did you share your bed with Johanka or not?
Yes. But she's not.
Silence! So, Johanka not only incites rebellion against the nobles, but also seduces them into sin and immorality.
Oh no, other way around. Custodian took advantage of her. Yeah.
That's not true. Johanka never seduced anyone. It's the other way round. He wouldn't leave her alone from the moment she came to Sasau. He simply took advantage of her misfortune and his own
I'm throwing him under the bus.
to get her into bed.
How dare you!
Straight under the bus.
Silence! Henry?
Johanka regrets it. What was she to do when she was constantly pursued by a nobleman who has great influence in the area?
What I did out of love for her.
Ah, see, he's coming around to my
Johanka
side.
is no heretic, only a confused, unhappy young girl. There's no call for jumping to the conclusion of heresy. Monsignor, you must be able to see that.
I advise caution, sir. Would you cast doubt on the authority of the Church in this trial?
I will no longer tolerate this humiliation. Get out of my way.
Whoa. Whoa. What? He turns back around. Huh?
Henry?
Yes?
You proved yourself a good servant of the Church when you told me of your disturbing findings concerning the situation hereabouts. You've been very keen to appear here in Johanka's defense. You've said a lot about her, but please, tell me why you've been helping her all this time.
Don't give me a time limit. Ah, she's a friend. Virgin Mary speaks to her because of her deeds. Her deeds.
Because I don't know anyone like her. She endured what would destroy most people and never gave up. She never wasted time feeling sorry for herself. Instead, she helped others, even at the cost of her own suffering. And she helped to redeem me, too. It's a pity everyone isn't like her.
It seems you speak sincerely, and you hold her in high regard. Your sincerity before God carries great weight. Thank you. That will be all, Henry.
Present a clever argument. Okay.
Monsignor, please permit me to say one more thing. I heard some wise words at a sermon in Skalitz, and I think I should share them here.
Oh?
It's our Christian duty to fight against sin. But we must love the sinner. So I beg you, Monsignor, be lenient to Johanka.
You're right, Henry.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are wise words. Nothing remains but to question Johanka herself.
Can I be here for that?
Johanka of Skalitz, you've heard the accusations brought against you, and we have also heard several testimonies. I already questioned you earlier. Johanka, do you wish to revise the answers you gave earlier, or do you stand by what you said?
I stand by everything I told you.
So be it. I expressly forbade you to continue preaching, and you promised not to do so. You defied my instruction and broke your promise. Why?
Forgive me, Monsignor. But I could do nothing else. Our Lady asked me to do it, and I couldn't refuse her. She did visit me. But now I admit that I might have been wrong about some things. I don't understand these learned matters, and I was too hasty in speaking to the people. I regret that I didn't go first to Father Fabian and tell him about everything.
Good.
I want to apologize here, before the Blessed Virgin. If I misunderstood something and said untruths or brought shame on the Church, I didn't intend to do anything like that. I ask Our Lady's forgiveness, and I will accept any punishment that you impose on me.
I'm pleased that you've seen the error of your ways and confessed to your mistakes. These proceedings are closed. You may leave.
I think you're right. I think we got this in the holy bag.
Johanka will now hear my verdict.
I think we did it. Cutscene. Oh. Panning camera. Slow walk. Ominous music.
Johanka, are you aware you're facing very grave accusations?
Yes, Monseigneur. I am.
You stand accused of preaching from ignorance and leading the people away from the protective embrace of Holy Mother Church. If you do not recant, you will suffer grave consequences. Pride and ignorance clouded her reason. Child, it would distress me greatly to have to pronounce a verdict of condemnation. Speak then. Do you recant your sermons and swear never again to preach to the people? And are you prepared to repent?
Come on. Johanka, Matthias is good.
As God is my witness, I did all this with good intentions. And I sincerely repent of my sins of conceit.
Nice.
I confess that I was led by my pride to believe the Virgin Mary chose me to put the world to rights. And I set myself above the learned prelates of the Church and the divine right of nobility. I repent my sins of pride and ask forgiveness. I will do as you command, Father.
Johanka has confessed her guilt, and from this day forward, she'll be a good and humble Christian again. She shall no longer indulge in philosophizing, and shall, in her penitent's robe, go every day to pray at the Church of St. Martin.
Every day? Holy moly.
Therefore, I ask you to welcome Johanka back into your midst and hold no grudge against her.
We got the good ending? Nice. I mean, this is what we get for doing every single side quest prior to the DLC, right?
If the Virgin Mary should happen to visit you again, tell Father Fabian and he will send for me. All right?
Yes, Monsignor.
Oh, awesome.
Very good.
Cool. So, good. Oh, so well done. That was a really good quest. Matthias.
Johanka was cleared of all charges of heresy, and the Inquisitor, his job done and his verdict pronounced, left Dachau for good. Matthias recovered from his illness, and he and Johanka finally met again. It was a happy sight to see them both alive and well after their trials. Who knows what awaits them now? Or all of us, for that matter.
Oh, that was really good. Achievement unlocked. Angel of Mercy. Nice. Reputation gained. Oh my goodness. Oh, we did it. We learned about medieval crises, I think is what popped up in the top right there. I missed it. It was real quick. Oh my goodness, can't believe we did it. We gotta go talk to her and see what's going on with Matthias. Oh my goodness, we threw the Sir Sebastian immediately under the wagon. It's like, have you been sinning? And it's like, well, I mean, technically speaking, it's his fault. And he first balked at it, and then it was fine. Was she around here anywhere? with Matthias? I'd like to talk to Matthias if I could. No? So he's the actual bishop? I mean, no, he's not the Bishop of Sessa. No, there she is. Johanka, I know you want to sleep, but I got
Johanka?
questions.
Henry, I'm still muddled from all that happened, but I want to thank you for standing by me. You've done more for me than anyone else I know.
You don't have to thank me. I only did what I considered right.
I'm still grateful, though. I'm in your debt.
Good luck, then.
What? That's it? Come on.
Henry!
Yes, I'm right in front of you. Please, don't yell at me.
How's it going here?
Good. Actually, better than before. Matthias is here with me. I go to St. Martin's Church often, and Father Fabian is strict with me, but he explains many things to me about
By
God
often you
and
mean every
faith,
day, as the
and he
text down
tests
below
me
says.
to see if I understand correctly. Then he always leaves me alone to pray and do penance.
Okay. But I mean, every single day? That's a lot of time. Like, it probably takes her like 30 minutes to walk to the church there and 30 minutes back, and then she's probably there for like an hour, right? It's like 2 hours out of her day. That she could be like, having someone not bleed to death. I don't know.
And what about the Virgin Mary? Does she still visit you?
No, not anymore. Not since the trial. Whatever anyone says, she did appear to me before. Just between the two of us. I think I did what she wanted of me anyway. Perhaps I was too hasty and committed the sin of pride and got confused about some things. But even so, after all, Matthias recovered, and that must mean something.
I love how half of them say Matthias and the other half call him Matthias. Like, there's just no consistency with names, I swear. It's like, other than like Henry and Peshek and Teresa, I think like everyone else's name gets like warped. They've got like 2 pronunciations per name. Right? Like, this is ridiculous. I think you're right.
I also think you spoke well, and you were right about some things. And I believe Our Lady did appear to you.
Thank you. Let's talk no more about it. Only Our Lady herself knows what her intentions were, and that's how it should be. In church, I always prayed to her for forgiveness. I hope she hears my prayers.
Yeah, no, like, Ian, this game's amazing. This is such a great game. It's also insanely long. It's really good. Some of the voice actors need to work on their pronunciation and accents. It's just when one voice actor voicing for one character pronounces one name 2 different ways. Come on. Also, during this whole questline scene thing that we've done today alone, we found like 4 caption, like the down below text, mistakes to conversation. Like, for example, she said, I go to St. Matt's Church often, when in the text it said every day, which was consistent with everything else that was going on. Wasn't caught. Another thing was, earlier on there was like a text section where there was like a spare S floating in the middle of like nowhere. I think someone just like smashed the keyboard at some point. I don't know. Anyway, small little things, but that's just every single time we play a game, we always find some. We find like 1 error pretty much per stream. But on a whole, it does not detract from this game at all. At all. Describe text is how the voice actors script goes. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess the voice actors missed that one and just put another one. It's fine. Again, it doesn't really detract much from the actual game itself. It's just small things I notice,
And how is Matthias doing now?
Good, I think. He's getting his strength back. How we're doing isn't for your ears, Henry.
Oh, you don't say. All right. Okay, I see. He's slowly gaining his strength back. Okay, I understand. I understand.
There's one thing I'm curious about. What did the Inquisitor say after we left?
Oh.
He spoke about God and the Blessed Virgin, but I'm not supposed to tell anyone. I probably shouldn't say anything, but I think, in the end, even the bishop believed that Our Lady really did appear to me.
What, the Inquisitor? But...
Shh. I never said a word, all right?
Ah, yeah, sure. I understand.
Now, I need to rest a while.
Hold on, I've got a quest talk on options. You can't... No resting yet.
What will you do now?
I have to stay in Sasau for some time, on account of Father Fabian. But the abbot wants me to leave the monastery.
There's another one right there.
Possible.
She said Father Fabian before, and now Father Fabian.
I wish I knew. I'll have to talk to Matthias about it, but I don't want to trouble him with it now, after he came so close to dying.
Amazing. Amazing. It's just no consistency. I'm pretty sure every single voice actor does that at some point. Which again, it's fine. It's just one of those things that, like with some of the names that are like tough, for example, because you know, some of these names are tough to read, right? Like Privishlevitz here has been Privishlavitz and Privishlevitz were the two pronunciations for this. So, talk to the lady with the grudge? Yeah, we should talk to the lady with the grudge. Also, where's Matthias? Matthias, where are you at? Matthias, where are you? Is he, like, nearby? Is he just, like, in this little barracks over here? Oh, I'm suddenly not allowed in that room now. Okay. Used to be allowed. She's here. Where's he at? Is he anywhere in here? Do you have anything to say?
I heard you and Pavel of Colleen gave a donation to Sasau. It's a pity you didn't think of us. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Not the conversation I was looking for, but okay. This is the conversation I wanted.
Brother Nicodemus, I'd like to thank you for the wonderful testimony you gave.
You're the one who deserves thanks, Henry. I feared the worst, and for all my prayers, I never even dared hope for such an outcome. I could hardly believe it at first. I was very fearful for Johanka. It didn't look good at all for her, facing such accusations. And you did an excellent job, Henry. It's largely due to you that everything turned out as it did.
Oh, I know.
Thanks for defending her, Henry. There's few people who could have done it so well. Recently, I found an interesting volume in the monastery library and made a copy from it in secret. It's just a few lines, but maybe you'll find it useful.
Thanks.
Oh? The chamomile brew? No way. Nice.
Do you still think the Virgin Mary's visitations were real?
Yes, I think they were. Even if she didn't interpret the message quite correctly, we were certainly witness to something extraordinary.
Alright, we got... He gave us a book on how to make these, which are amazing because it gives us 200 health over a 5-hour period, so it just slowly gives us health. Which even better about it is it can be used with the other 2 health potions. So we can have a slow build health potion. Oh my goodness. Nice. What do we need? What do we need for this? What do we need for this? Musk of Infinite Allure. Nope, we don't want that. Where is our potion? Where's our potion? Or Johanka is just going insane. I mean, there's always the potential of such things, but...
Quiet!
Stop shouting at my dog, sir. Stop shouting at my dog. But you never really know, right? You always have to keep an open mind. No one knows all the answers. It's literally chamomile and sage. Are you serious? Alright, we're going to need to brew this once so that we can just auto-brew this whenever we want more. A recipe I got from Father Nicodemus. It won't miraculously cure anything, but it will fortify health and slowly heal you over a long period. You need water, 2 handfuls of chamomile, and 1 sage. Put the chamomile in the cauldron and boil it 2 turns. Add sage, and stop cooking. I can't prepare it. Do I not do... Oh, do I just not have chamomile? Is that what I'm missing? Got the sage. Yeah, no chamomile. Alright. Father Nicodemus, do you have like 2 I can borrow? I need to do a quick brew just so I can auto make this. So I don't have to manually do it. Ah, perfect. Do you have any sage on hand too? Always pick up more out in the field, but might as well do that while we're here. Thank you. Okay. Alchemy. Inventory. Sage and meal. Water. Pour the water in here. There we go. If this is historically influenced, there may be some evidence of it. Oh yeah, no, there's like this game is unbelievably like historically influenced. Like it's very intensely influenced by history. They did a really good job with a lot of like the set pieces and the like. It's pretty crazy. There's 2. We brew for 2 turns. Pull once, pull twice, pull 3 times, 4 times for bubbling. Go ahead and we'll flip the hourglass for 1. Bloop.
I won't get any sleep.
That guy on the other side just needs to sleep all the time forever. We pull for another 1. And another 2. Oh, another 1. Henry, 1 more. 1 more pull. There you go. It's 2. Put the hourglass. Boop. Go ahead and grab the sage. And toss the sage. And we wait. Let's grab a vial. Once it's cooled off, pour the potion. There we go, we brewed it. So now, if we jump over here, we don't need a lot of these, and I want to get more. More brewing, more alchemy levels, so we can get 3 potions per auto brew. Because right now we get 3 potions per manual brewing, and only 1 potion per auto brew. So if we can go ahead and auto brew a bunch of these things here for use, then we'll be able to do it better in the future. So we'll auto brew. There you go. Back here and auto brew. And back to here and auto brew. Okay. And back to here and auto brew another one. Back over here. And we're out. Okay. Let's scoot back over to the marigold decoction. Just make a bunch of them. Marigold decoction, auto brew. Auto brew. Trying to see if we can get some levels here. I think we need to get to like level 13 alchemy for us to... Ah, there we go. Alchemy level. Good. It's not one with the perk yet, so we need to get another level in here. But if we go and we just auto brew these real quick here.
Quiet!
Stop yelling at my dog, sir. Stop yelling at my dog. Right, he's lonely. He's sad that I'm inside spending all day playing with potions. And we've got so many of these. Got a lot of marigold and nettle in our pockets. We're just gonna make a bunch of these marigold decoctions here. Hopefully we can get 1 more level of potion brewing, and then we can get 3 per ingredient amount instead of only 1 per ingredient amount. Now we're all out of ingredients. So nope, that's it. And that's all we're gonna spend on this. But now if we look at food and we look at marigold decoction, we've got 9 chamomiles, and marigold decoction we have 22. Pfft. We're gonna send like 17 to the horse. We don't need that many. Player, skills, alchemy. Okay, we need to get to level 13 if memory serves. For routine 2. Auto brew. Auto brewing will produce 3 potions for the price of 1. Yeah, so we're almost there, not quite. Not quite. People weren't so open-minded back then. True. True. As crazy as it sounds, real serious societal changes and open-mindedness started to happen after the Venetian was sacked in 1527. Really? Huh. Vatican. I can read. Oh my goodness. After the Vatican was sacked in 1527, the Venetian. I mean, we're not far off by location, but still. Venice wasn't Venice sacked multiple times too? I feel like it was. I could be wrong though. I mean, they did build the entire city on a marsh that was like flooded. All right, so I guess we go to Ratai, or Ratai, depending on how people like to pronounce it. We go there. Oh, that's right. We need to go talk to Matthias first. Where's Matthias? Well, Matthias. Every Italian city-state has been repeatedly sacked. I mean, kind of makes sense with the location that they're in. Like, it's Italy ended up really being kind of a pretty good spot for everyone to either land from another side of the Mediterranean or walk through. So, we're gonna go to bed. Sorry you can't stay for the whole stream. Hey, no worries, Sky. Don't push yourself up. Don't push yourself too hard to stay awake. Sleep if you're tired. We'll see you next time. Sleep well. Sleep well. Where is Matthias? Oh, Matthias. Matthias? Is he upstairs? Oh, that's for battlements. Not up here. Where's Matthias? Where is he?
It came from over here.
Oh, I wonder what that noise was. Weird. He's working in a small farm? What? Where? Nearby. Small farm nearby. There's the vineyards. So I'm gonna guess... There. That's gonna be my guess then. They're halfway to fully downloading Sea of Thieves. Ooh, carcinogen. Let me know how that is. Let me know how that game is. Well, attacking Italy through the Alps is a really bad game. Yeah, it's a really bad idea. The Austro-Hungarian Empire learned that the hard way in World War I. Yeah, no, that's a bad idea. Don't do that. I mean, really, attacking anyone through mountainous terrain of that level when you don't know it like the back of your hand, you're gonna get absolutely demolished. A 2-to-1 superiority in numbers, and even having twice the armament as the opponent that owns and lives on that land, you still don't have a great chance. You're still most likely gonna get crushed. Because once you end up looking at like mountainous terrain at that level, oh jeez. It's gonna be bad. Small vegetable farm near the monastery. Matthias? Oh, I know where you're talking about. Okay, I know where he is. 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 I got it. Alright, okay. Alright, I know where to go. Okay. As soon as you said vegetable farm, I know where we're going. The church is by far more open-minded these days. Oh my goodness, it is so open-minded these days. Like 10 years ago. Like between now versus 10 years ago, it's a huge change. When you look at some of the things that have been going on. Like it's big, very open-minded these days. It's over there, I think, right? Or is it over here? It's over here. Okay. Here we go. You can judge us by their handling of internal issues, like in cases of conflict. Yeah. Yeah. Is he in the well? Did Matthias fall down the well, Mutt? Not again. Oh, nice. Just nice and clean. Matthias? Farmhand? Matthias? Matthias!
How are you getting on?
I can't complain.
I'm glad to see you back on
man,
your feet.
His arm.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Henry. Your hunker told me all about how you helped her. And actually, me too. It's incredible. All the things that happened.
You're right there.
I'm in your debt, Henry. For both of us.
Ah, don't mention it, Matthias. You'd have done the same, wouldn't you?
Of course I would.
See? Next time I need help, I know who to come to. Anyway, what else is new? What about Johanka?
Well, she has to go to St. Martin's to do penance every day.
You know that's not what I'm asking about.
Yeah. It's all good. Of course, she's very busy. And me too. But we'll go dancing together next time there's some feet here. That is, I'd like to. She would too, but she's a bit ashamed.
Why?
On account of the preaching, and the court and everything. She's worried about being among people.
Ah, I see. Well, that'll pass with time, believe me. It took me and Teresa a while to get somewhere too. Sometimes I feel like it's been a whole year.
Like you say, time will probably fix it.
Oh, Voro, how are you doing? Welcome. How have you been today?
So what will you do now, Matthias? Or the two of you?
I wish I knew, Henry. For now, I'll work in the monastery grounds. Maybe even on the construction, until they throw us out.
They don't want to let you stay here?
Well, it seems the abbot isn't happy about so many lay people right outside the monastery walls. Nicodemus is trying to put a word in for us, and for Adela, too. But the abbot can be very obstinate. He wasn't happy about Johanka being here at all. And then, with all that happened after...
I see. So what will you do if you have to leave?
I really don't know. We'll stay until harvest, at least. There'll be plenty of work, and then... we'll see. Maybe we can find jobs somewhere around here. But more likely we'll go away to other parts. If we can save some money. I don't know where, though.
I know where.
Well, I might have something for you. Sir Divish appointed me bailiff of Pribyslavitz. After you finish with the harvests, the two of you could go there. There'll be lots of work there for a clever pair like you.
Jesus, Henry. You've really come up in the world.
Oh, yeah,
we great. Have. Thanks. We'll go there right after harvest. It's good to know we'll have a place for the winter. I won't forget you for this, Henry. And for everything you've done.
Nice. All right. Where did I get the quilted combat jacket? I don't remember. We got it a while ago. I feel like I got it off of a body. But actually, I don't remember where we got this. Nothing's been better than it. It's like top tier. I don't remember where we got this. We've looted a lot of bodies. So my guess is that we got it off of that. Let's pick up this sage while we're here. And this marigold as well, because we just like blew through all of our marigold. We got some eyebright. Let's nab that as well while we're here. There we go. Oh. Poppy. Always use a smidgen of poppy for some sleep potions. You think dead traders carry quartered ones? Maybe. Oh, it could have been from a random encounter. That could be it. True. Alright. Let's go talk to that lady. Let's also take this off the map because I was wrong. It wasn't the place. Actually, let's go talk to everyone. Let's go find everyone that went to the trial. Let's talk to them, see what's going on with that. How's the stream going so far? So far, so good. I mean, pretty much all we did is we did the entire Inquisitor part end of the DLC. That's all we've done so far. We're gonna need this nettle. So we're good there.
The service is a bit slow here today.
Looks like he's left.
Hey, where's my ale?
Don't you yell at me, sir. Dare you? Rude. Alright. We'll go by foot. We don't need to take Sleipnir with us. You found a rare one called the Cuffed Combat Jacket. Oh. It's like a dark reddish orange. Ooh. Oh, that'll be a really cool color. Got the Friendship of the World aspiration completed in your Sims life. Oh, nice for the Sims. Nice. I haven't played a Sims, any of the Sims games in quite some time. I've never owned it, so I only ever borrowed it from a friend back in the day when you had CDs for games.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
You don't want to talk to me. Cool. All right. Bye, lady. Yeah, see, he knows. Look on his face. He knows. He knows what's up. He knows what's up. All right. He knows. Let's go talk to the bailiff and to Father Fabian. That smug look on his face. Oh, he knows. He knows what's going on. Oh, it's amazing. All right. Running a little too hard. Low on the good old energies.
Before it goes brown.
Bailiff. Sir Bailiff. Sir Bailiff.
God be with you.
And you, good sir. Okay, never mind.
See you later.
Nothing to say. Okay. Father Fabian. Oh, Father Fabian. Knock, knock. It is I, Henry, of Skalitz, Master Bailiffs of Privileged Levitz. Oh, wait, this is the wrong one. And Headhunter of... Okay, you don't want to talk either. Headhunter of... I can't donate anything either. Really? Yeah, we're in good standing. Nice. And Head Huntsman of Talmberg. Slayer of over 200 humans. / bandits. That's Slefner. And owner of a teleporting horse. Alright, I think that's everything here, yeah? Wish you could wear padded and male cuirasses at the same time. That would be pretty cool. Having the cuirass, I love just all the different ways to pronounce these things. That would be pretty cool. Alright, fine. Slefner just absolutely hates fences. Alright, let's get going to Ratai. I see no reason for us to... Wait a second. An unexplored place. We can't have unexplored places on our map. For goodness sakes. Slefner, come on. Don't do this to me. Slefner, there's an unexplored place. We must explore. I believe. Come on. Come on, Slefner, we can do it. Ah, big jumps. Good.
Yeah.
Big jumps. Big jumps. Oh, we did it. Oh my goodness. Okay, what's over here? What is this? Is it a tanner? It's a tanner.
What
Oh, okay.
in the...
Ma'am?
Lost something hereabouts?
No, just first time here. You know, just exploring. Who? Who are you? That's what I thought, sir. Can I talk to you guys about anything? Is that South Tanner? Nope. Okay. Alright, let's mount up and let's get going to Ratai. Perfecto. Don't forget the drinking buddy of a priest. I know, right? Oh man, he was so good. Our drinking buddy, the priest, is awesome. Alright, let's jump over to... We don't need to go to Ratai Mill. We can go to Ratai Mill. We'll go to the Ratai Mill first, then we'll get on over to Ratai proper. We'll go from there. Alright, so we're done with all the DLC. We're done with pretty much all of the side quest stuff I could find. And maps and stuff. And now it's time for main story, which I've been told we've done like none of. We've done like none of the main story. So it's time for some serious main story. I'm excited. This game's so good. Oh, it's ridiculously long too. Uh-oh, are people deciding what the best flavor of chips are? Oh no. Potentially a very heated debate soon to pop up in chat here. No, Cool Ranch is the only ones you can eat. It's the best ones. But barbecue is always the highest seller. They always sell the most no matter what brand. Right? It's, yeah, we get like a true fight going. But at least in the US, barbecue is actually the highest grossing flavor of chips across all brands when you map them out. So, there's that. It's in the numbers. So Radzig, where are you? Pringles? I don't know. I don't know how well Pringles do. Spicy sweet chili Doritos, or you'll go on a chip crusade. It's a crusade for chips. So Radzig. Oh, so Radzig. Oh, he just tried to talk to me. It just, we had like that weird situation where it goes black for a hot second.
Greetings. What business have you?
Nothing apparently.
Good luck, then.
Just thought I'd double check. So Radzig, are you okay?
There's the man. Good work, Henry.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I tell you to take a well-earned rest, but unfortunately I need one more thing from you.
Whatever you command.
Jezek refuses to talk to us. The stubborn bastard's asking to see you.
Really?
Indeed. Normally I'd send for Captain Bernard to beat it out of him, but then I told myself that if he's so keen to speak to you...
I'll try to get something out of him. Where is he?
He's locked up in the tower. Bernard will give you the key.
Very well, sir. Sir, my investigation led me back to Skalitz, and I happened across a criminal there. I just wanted to report to you, sir, that I dealt with that murderer. He attacked me and... well, I got the better of him. He won't be doing any more harm to anyone.
That was a brave deed, Henry. Thank you. I see you've been doing an excellent job in my service. I sent a patrol there some time ago, and they never returned.
Yep, taken care of. Done. Alright. Captain Bernard, where are you at? Also known as how other people like to call him, Captain Bernard. Because everyone in this game, except for Henry, has two names. Captain Bernard, where are you? Ah, of course, exactly where you should be. Ah, guards, get out of my way. Quickly, through the town. Away! Your turn once more. This time shaking. What? How's it going, Sleepy? Welcome back. So it looks like the summoning ritual wore off, and you're able to return to your own plane of existence and go where you choose. Alright, Captain Bernard.
I need the key to Jezek's cell.
So Radzig let him have his way in the end. He should have let me beat some answers out of him.
No wonder he didn't want you to rate. I wouldn't presume to question the judgment of Radzig.
If I were you, I wouldn't question Sir Radzig's
That's
orders.
not how I thought he was going to...
Just try not to mess it up.
Okay.
Here's that key.
Thanks.
So that's the thing, is some of the dialogue options and the way they're explained, it's kind of hard for me to tell. I thought it was like... like Henry was gonna be like, yeah, you're probably right. It's probably best not to, you know, we probably shouldn't just question Sir Radzig's decisions and just do what he says, right? Instead, he's like, you shouldn't question Sir Radzig. How dare you? It's like, that's not what I thought. That's not how I thought that was gonna go. I really expected it to be more of like a, yeah, I'm with you on that one. What can we do? We can't really question him, can we? But nope, never mind. Oh well. Oh well. Good old tea.
There'll be peace in the grave.
There'll be peace in the grave? I mean, we can only hope. We can only hope. You have to be buried in hollowed ground, though, apparently. Alright. I think he's... Oh, I think I know where he is. 500-mile challenge? What on... You started a 500-mile challenge? What on earth is that? That sounds terrifying. Is it through this one, right? Yeah. You gotta say, sitting on a solid golden throne for 10,000 years makes your butt itchy. Yeah, I would imagine. I would imagine you'd be like super stiff too, right? All right. Do I talk to you? Do I talk to you? Do I take this cave mushroom? Yeah, I do. I need it for science, guys. I need it for science. It's fine. Oh, this is the guy we found in the cave. Okay, cool.
Well, finally, I've had quite a wait.
Why do you want to talk to me, of all people?
Because I spared your life?
You brought me here. You should consider it an honor.
Wow.
If hanging around in a damp dungeon with a condemned man is your idea of honor...
You're not seeing the bright side. You can be the one who uncovers a conspiracy against the king for your master.
True.
You don't get an opportunity like that every day. It did cross my mind, though, that it might be nice to get some assurances for my cooperation. After all, I'm the one the Margrave unjustly declared the scourge of the land and expelled from Moravia. They even pulled my beautiful castle down. It was the necessity of making a living that forced me to take some liberties.
That makes sense. The other day you went outside and your eyes hurt? Oh, man. It's continuous. I don't know what to tell you. You might need to... I mean, it does mean that you've got excellent night vision, right? So maybe next time you'll go outside in the dark. You've returned with the most powerful snack of all, a sandwich? Delka, now we're talking. He sounds and looks American. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, Constantinius. Sandwich or the legendary sandwich? Ooh, now we're talking. The one and only legendary sandwich. You may have a point. You might be right for sticking to the point. Are you questioning the authority of Margrave? You may have a point.
I suppose there's some truth in that. I may speak with Sir Radzig and he might pardon you, but not unless you start talking.
Very well, ask me anything you want. I won't be obstructive.
What I want to know most of all is who's behind it. Who are you making those forgeries for?
Do you think I couldn't have handled it all myself?
I'm not trying to insult you. It's just not a job one man could do alone.
All right, the way it began was I was short of coin, as usual.
Mm-hmm.
So I let those crimps in Sasau recruit me.
Recruit you into what?
I didn't inquire too much. In this business, you don't ask too many questions. But when they found out I wasn't just anybody, they put me in charge of the counterfeiting. A foreigner by the name of Eric gave me instructions. But for sure, he isn't the chief. And there's someone highly placed at the monastery who's mixed up in it too. But I don't know who.
Back to the monastery again? Oh boy.
How did you come to hear of all this business?
I met some old friends in Colleen a few months ago, and they said they were heading for Sasau, that armed men were being recruited, and they'll hire anyone.
Oh?
Old friends? Who were they?
Just a couple of brigands. We used to ambush the Margrave's messengers in Moravia together.
Nice friends you keep.
I was in dispute with the Margrave. A man in my position finds himself mixed up with all sorts.
Yes, and then point.
Rapota and I had been living off stale crusts for a month, so I wasn't going to turn down the chance of work, honest or otherwise. We rode to Sasau and met with the recruiters. It didn't take long to realize I was a nobleman fallen on hard times, not some common peasant.
Can you get to the point?
Well, they introduced me to this Eric, and he told me what was needed. They set up the workshop, got the men, the supplies, everything.
Wow, okay. Then yeah.
Crimps? You're telling me this Eric is recruiting armed men in Sasau?
Well, it seems so. I was giving the recruiters some of the coins to do it. The fake ones, of course.
Where can I find the recruiting gang?
That's tricky. It was my friends who led me to them. We met with them in the woods next to Sasau. It's about who you know, as always.
You said you gave them money. Where was that?
They'd ride to the mine gallery to see me. I don't suppose you'd find them there now.
If you say so.
Makes sense. Okay. Oh, I guess that's all the questioning we needed to do? Report to Sir Edzik. We're not even close to done.
This Eric, you reckon he's not the one in charge?
He puts on airs, but he's just a naive young pup. And he's always going on about his lord, though he never mentioned him by name.
Where can I find this Eric? You must have had some meeting place.
He used to come to the workshop unannounced. And after what's happened, I doubt he'll be showing his face there again.
Makes sense. Tell me more about what's going on in the monastery.
This highly placed person at the monastery. What can you tell me about him?
I've no idea who he is, only that he's no small fry. After all, he handles the exchange of the forgeries in Passau.
I see. Is there anything else at all you can tell me about him?
No, he was supposed to supply me with materials too, but he backed out. Eric said he probably got cold feet.
Probably. Alright, that'll suffice.
That'll do me for the moment.
Will you put in a word for me with Sir Edzik? I'll swear allegiance to him if he'll have me. I'm sick of being a renegade.
Oh. Yeah, I'll try.
I can try, but I can't promise you anything.
And a man trying to be honest is often one of the best ones to have on your side. Because that means he's got something to prove, not just to you, but also to himself. These are more motivated, and oftentimes
Good
more loyal.
people, come up loose and have a smell.
So that'd be good. That'd be good to have. Yeah. Let's get back over to Sir Radzig and let him know what's going on. Oh my goodness, you guys, jeez. What? Please. Run underneath my feet. Sir Radzig. Ah, hey, here he is. Hey, Sir Radzig.
So what have you learned?
All sorts of things. There's some foreigner called Eric behind the counterfeiting ring, and someone highly placed at the monastery.
The monastery? Really?
That's what Jezek claimed.
So it's worse than I thought. If this is true, we'll have to proceed with the utmost caution.
Why? Can't we just go to the monastery to investigate?
No. If the church is truly involved, I have no authority.
Oof, that's really bad. That'd be really bad. Would you consider playing it? Yeah, I mean, we can always put it on the list. And if not, if it's not on the list kind of deal, I mean, yeah, we could put it on there. I mean, it'll be in due time eventually. Maybe, oh my goodness, look at all the things we have to go look at. Wow. Okay. It's a lot of new quest stuff to do. Yeah. I mean, we could probably find plenty of hours playing that. He's not a criminal. That's what will you do? I see. But he's a criminal.
So what will you do?
I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush. And what of this Eric? Who is he?
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming an army.
Damn. So it looks like Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
It most certainly wasn't, sir. And what's more, Sir Jezek is convinced this Eric is only a go-between, and there's someone bigger behind him.
You should return to Sasau and take a closer look at those recruiters. If they're going to attack, we must find out sooner than last time.
It might not be as straightforward as that. Sir Jezek didn't know them and has no idea how to find them.
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't tell me there's an armed force amassing here and nobody knows anything. Go to Sasau and try to find them.
I'm not sure where to start, sir.
Then ask around the alehouses and inns, or at the Rathaus. Someone must have heard something. These things can't be entirely kept in the dark. Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. And best not mention my name. It would attract unwelcome attention. What we want is for the crimps to take you for just another village lad they can lure into their gang.
All right,
I can do that.
I'll try to blend in as best I can.
I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I know of no one else who could help as much as you can now.
Okay. Yeah, I promised Joseph he could make a deal with you.
Sir, there's one more thing. Sir Jezek went with me without resistance, because I promised him he could come to an agreement with you.
My boy, my boy. You make promises in my name? That could turn out very badly for both of us.
True.
But if it can prevent bloodshed, why the hell not? We may well come to some arrangement after all, but I can't say yet what will become of him. You'd better run along.
All right.
As you command, sir.
We didn't promise anything? Yeah, no, we didn't like truly promise anything. We were just like, hey, yeah, we'll talk to him about it. We lost a lot of rep on that one. Oh, crazy. Okay. Wish that dialogue option didn't go that way. I know, right? It was more like, hey, he wants to work underneath you. And I promised him I'd let you know. Just put a word in for you saying, hey, he's no resistance on stuff, and you know, might be a good guy to have on our side. You never know, right? Could be someone to put on the ins from the outs, right? And then Sir Radzik would be like, not a bad idea, Henry, but I don't know if we can trust him yet. But I'll think on it, right? That would have been come on. Some of these options I just don't like. When you read the option, it's not super clear which way it's gonna go. You know, kind of hard to tell. All right, let's get in here. Let's go ahead and get a bath. No, it looks like Sir Hans is already here. Looking at that horse.
Good health to you.
And to you.
I'd like to order something here.
And what is it you'd like?
Get myself fixed up a bit. Have a bath and get my clothes washed.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied.
All right, perfect. Off we go. Okay, let's see here. So yeah, it is all in Sasau. It doesn't look like there's anything else for us anywhere else. Just double check our quest log quick. Yes, we need to get to Necronomicon. We'll get around to it. All right, listen, that's a big ask. Okay, Necronomicon, it's a big ask. We'll get around to that later, but let's get over to Sasau. Yeah, like Henry even blatantly said that he couldn't make a promise, but can try. Yeah, that's exactly. Like, I don't know. I don't understand, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know. Let's go see if we can find some thugs over at the tavern. Talk to the bailiff. Go to the tavern. Oh, are we gonna run into a snare? Nope. Quick avoid. We got things to do. We don't have time to dilly-dally. Wait, have we done combat at all today? I don't think we've done any combat at all. Uh-oh. Might be bad. You have Necronomicon when you ran into the monastery. That makes sense. It's a good time to go do that. Remove the witnesses at the same time. I gotcha. He's coming up to me and telling me I need to have a torch out. Listen, sir. Okay, or he's going to walk right through me. There's that too. Okay, so they should have moved over to... Yes, I thought. Talk to the bailiff. Talk to the innkeeper. And talk to the innkeeper. Wasn't there a fourth one? No, just those three? Wow, just those three. Alright, we'll talk to the bailiff first. He'll know the most, I'm imagining, in terms of like how dangerous everything is. And then the innkeepers will tell us about where to go to get it. Get joined in. Oh, do you want to play?
Welcome, Henry.
Do you want to play a game of dice, Sir Bailiff? Sir Bailiff, do you want to play a quick game of dice?
Throwing a few dice.
You want to go ahead and throw a quick 100 gold worth of dice? Let's do one quick round. One quick round of dice. Here we go. We'll of course use our 6 odd dice because they're the fairest of the land. And by that I mean...
Your fame precedes you, and you won't get the better of me.
I don't know. Will I not get the better of you? Looks pretty good to me. Start off with 10%. Oh my goodness, okay.
This'll be the one.
Oh, go for a bust. Come on, he's gonna go for a bust. We know he's going for a bust.
Now
there it is. Oh, too easy. Too easy. There we go. A 5, a 5, a 5, a 5, and a 1. Oh, 1,100 points. He's in trouble now. Well, 1.
We'll see.
If he had a 5 in there, that would have been really bad for us. 3 1s. Wow. Okay, that's okay.
That'll do me.
That was a good good bit of catching up there. We got a 3, a 3, a 3, a 3, and a 1 for 700. Take that. He's starting to catch up though. That's not good. You gotta reset the modem. Usually have to do that like twice a month.
That's it.
Alright, we'll see you in a bit there, Emperor. That stinks though, you have to do that. At least it's not too often. Oh my goodness. Holy smokes. Look, he's using normal dice. How is he winning? How is he winning? He's using normal people dice. He's not even using cheaty dice. I have all cheaty dice, and he has normal people dice. And he is absolutely demolishing me.
Finished.
Look at that. He caught right up. Oh my, I can't believe it. This bailiff is insane. Take a 1 and we're going to roll again. Okay. What we got here? Okay. 1. Okay, we can empty the whole board. And we'll roll again.
Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw.
Nope. Nope. You had your throws. Well, that was weird. It wasn't even centered on the dice. Oh my goodness. 2,050 on that. Yep, and I'll hold right there. That's a win.
I'm done with this.
All right, Bailiff. Now that you're in a good mood. I mean, wait.
I'm honored.
I'm in a
that
good mood.
Knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I've got questions. Oh.
Fancy throwing a few dice?
Is this different than what we did earlier? Nah, it's the same thing as earlier. Okay.
Take care.
Was just double checking. I haven't used that option before. I didn't know if that was like gonna give us something different. Alfred's dice. Oh yeah, we've got some great dice. Love them. They seem to be the best dice in the game. I don't think I have Alfonso's dice. No, I've got Ambrose's dice. I don't have Alfonso's though. Gotta reset it. Wait 10 seconds and plug it back in. Alright, see you in a bit, Emperor.
I've got a few questions for you, Bailiff, if you don't mind. Have you been having some trouble around here?
And what business is it of yours? Did someone complain? Who sent you here?
No one complained, though I'd be interested to know why you think they might. It was Lord Radzig who sent me. He'd heard word that some unsavoury characters are holed up round here.
Begging your pardon, but what the devil does Sir Radzig care about it? And I keep hearing the same from Sir Sebastian, and he's got no dog in this fight either.
Oh?
Sir Sebastian? Who's that?
Sebastian Baron von Berg. He's here under monastery law to protect us against all this unrest in the land.
Why should he care about the city? That's not his jurisdiction, is it?
Quite true. I'm in charge of this city, but he keeps telling me I've got cutthroats hiding around here, and I should be more vigilant. The goal of the man.
Okay. I see quite a few strangers around here. Have you heard any gossip about strangers? I hear they're recruiting bandits. Have you heard any strangers?
We have an inn, and the horse trails cross here. There must be many travellers come seeking work, and not all of them honest men.
Aye, it's true. Bedlam has broken out once or twice, and restoring order was no easy matter.
Has there been anything like that lately?
No. It's been quiet here lately. Now that I think about it, I don't recall coming across anyone here like that.
Nobody looking for soldiering work, maybe as a merchant's guard?
There's always one or two like that. But if they don't get the job, they move on.
Alright.
Have you heard any talk of strangers in the town? Maybe people acting oddly?
Nothing worth mentioning. Sure, there's been some talk about the miller. Folks saying they've been seeing him doing this or that, or people visiting him at night, but he's never done anything. He's a decent enough man for a miller.
I'll try asking him if he's heard anything.
He lives on the other side of the river, by the bogs. But don't go getting your hopes up. He might not be able to help.
I heard some recruiters are meeting in Sasau. Seemed likely they get up to mischief and people might complain.
Do you think that people here complain and I don't do my job? Nothing of the sort. Old Lederman's the only one that comes complaining, but I pay no heed to him.
And what does this Lederman complain about?
Lederman is our local tanner. Lives by the quarry.
We just found him.
Where, well, some youngsters go there to wrestle.
Oh?
They go there to fight and that doesn't bother you?
Why would it bother me? Much better to brawl there than in the tavern. At least in the quarry they can't damage anything but each other. And my catchpoles go by there from time to time to keep an eye on things.
Thank you,
Oh?
Goodbye.
No, that's made. Where is... there's the innkeeper.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
I have questions.
Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
And what's your idea of suspicious?
That is a good question.
You don't know where I might find some more dishonourable folk?
And why would you want them? You'll set tongues wagging about you.
But they'd be the ones to know what reputable townsfolk don't.
I grant you that. Well, we don't have an executioner, just a knacker. But he's an odd fellow. Like any knacker, I suppose. And there's some strange tales about Miller Simon, too. But I'd say it's just jealousy.
Okay.
What can you tell me about Simon?
There's not much to tell. He runs Katzig Mill, and some say thieves meet there at night. But isn't there gossip about every miller? I don't think he's a sinner. But only God knows for sure.
Anything else?
You might not find him at the mill. He's a busy man, always out and about making some deal or other. And he likes to throw dice, especially when he sees a fat purse hanging on a drunken belly.
Oh? Alright, we might be able to get him that way. How's it going, E-Dub? How are you doing today?
What can you tell me about the knacker?
Decent folk don't talk about him. He deals in carcasses.
I was hoping you'd tell me a bit more than that.
Why should I care about him? He lives in a house by the church, and that's all I know. And all I'll say.
Have you heard of anyone looking to hire some rough men?
Mercenaries, you mean?
Yes.
There were some fellows conspiring here in the corner twice a week, and others coming and going. They didn't look entirely respectable, but they never made any trouble.
And what happened to them?
I don't know, they just stopped coming. And I haven't seen hide nor hair of them since.
You haven't heard anything about where they went?
How could I have? They just stopped coming, and that's that.
Where do you think they might be meeting now?
How should I know? I'm an honest innkeeper, not a man-at-arms. They could be meeting at another inn. They could be meeting in the woods by the light of the moon, for all I know.
These are all really good points.
Is there any way I'll recognise them?
Unquenchable thirst.
Okay.
They drank like fish. They were rough-looking, too. Big-bearded and scruffy. Aside from that, they mostly kept to themselves.
That's not much help.
Drunken lumberjacks.
What did they do while they were waiting for someone?
They drank. And they played dice. I do remember there were always dice on the table.
So they were fond of dice, were they? And where would you find a game around here?
Anywhere there's dice and usually drink. That's all you need for a game. Although it dawns on me now, I never saw Simon with those men, oddly enough. He's got a nose for drunken dice players with a coin to lose.
Simon who?
Why, the young miller. He runs Katzig Mill. Neighbours are always slandering him for trafficking, but who knows? Maybe he just has a knack for business.
Alright, to the mill we go.
Thank you for the help.
Not at all. But why off so soon? Sit down for a tankard or a bite to eat.
Are there any problems around here I might be able to help with?
Nothing I've heard about. Thank the good Lord. It's quiet here.
Alright.
See you later.
See you later. That's daisies. Alright, on to the next one. So we've got, if we open up the map here, we got the knacker over here, and then, oh, the inn over here has disappeared as an option for us to go to. Weird. Huh. Still kind of want to go talk to that guy too. Let's go grab Sleipnir. Let's jump over here. You find drunk dice dangerous, and drunk cards even more so? I mean, yeah, drinking and gambling is generally bad for both you and your purse, right? Either blackjack, poker, or Magic the Gathering. There you go. Did you say dangerous? Ah, Danger Dupe. Welcome back. Did somebody say danger? I've arrived. Innkeeper out there he is. I still want to talk to him just in case.
God save you. What can I do for you?
May he save you as well. I've heard no more travelers stay. Yeah, not many travelers stay here.
I've heard it's not quite as lively here as it once was.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Guests are always making merry when there's a drink to be had.
That's not quite what I meant. I'd heard there were some stable boys staying here for a long while looking for work, but it took too long and they took to causing trouble.
True, but that's nothing new. No, the thing is, there's not many wagons coming through at all. Folk are afraid to travel far in case they get done in by some cutthroats or, God forbid, have their wagons requisitioned by some army.
So there are fewer travellers, and some of them must be a little unsavoury.
I take anyone who turns up. They come one day and leave the next, maybe with someone else. Past few weeks I've only had trouble with one who skipped off without paying.
It's not too bad.
He just vanished, without a word.
Well, he said he lost all his silver to the miller, and he had to go
All
and see him
goes
about
back to
something.
the miller.
Only he never came back. Left all his belongings here.
Do you still have them?
Of course not. I sold them all a few days later when he didn't come back. The buyer's gone now too, before you ask. But there wasn't much there in any case. The seller didn't even cover his bill.
Yeah, brutal. Okay.
I'm looking for some people you might know something about.
If they come here to drink, maybe. But I won't aid you in any mischief.
Okay. I'm looking for conspirators, adventurers.
I've heard some rough men come here looking to recruit. Have they ever stopped in to eat or drink, or to arrange something?
There were some brawlers that used to fight behind the tavern, but they raised such a commotion. I went and complained, and the town watch drove them off somewhere.
I wasn't thinking about that lot. I'm looking for recruiters that hire mercenaries and other cutthroats.
Don't know about that. Every once in a while, a merchant will hire some help or an escort, but nothing more. Nobody comes here regular. I'd notice if they did.
Okay. The brawls are over by the quarry, yeah?
The brawlers you complained about moved on to.
I've not got the slightest inkling. I'm just glad all the shouting stopped. It scared the horses in the stables.
Okay. And then ruffians?
You haven't heard talk of any scoundrels in town?
Well, I have heard some things, but I can't say if they're true or not. There's some that talk just to hear the sound of their own voices.
And who's the most frequent topic of that kind of gossip?
Miller Simon. They say he's rich with coin, and it's not from the mill. But that's nonsense. Folk just don't know how much a mill can earn.
Anyone else?
Aye, there's talk of the knacker giving people the evil eye, or them that's not in bailiff's good graces. But I don't suppose that's what you want to know.
Alrighty then. So we need to go to the miller, we need to go to the knacker, and we need to go to the quarry.
Would you like something to eat? Or drink?
No, we're just gonna go sleep. We're gonna go jump up to the bed. Wait for morning so we can go bug the gravedigger. Our torch. Go ahead and sleep. Sleep until morning. Until past 9. So 11 hours. Oh, Henry's going to feel so rested. It's going to be great. Get our energy back up to full as well. Ooh, looks like we should grab some stuff to get our nourishment back up. We're back down to pretty much 80, which is what we were when we went and did the trial. So let's get that back up. Yeah, so we'll go to the Gravedigger, then we'll go to the spot where people are doing brawls, and then we'll go over to the Miller. We'll go 1, 2, and 3. Alright, loading in. Yeah, dangerous being responsible and whatnot. Yeah, we're gonna need to pick up some breakfast. Inventory. Anything we want to drop in here? Weighs nothing, so it doesn't matter. We got a handful of door keys. French altar was for. Okay. All of our dice. Manuscript. Oh yeah, we need to bring this back to Father Godwin. Gotta bring that back to him. Search map, dice, spade. Wait, we have a treasure map we haven't opened? Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Wait a second. Also, were we given a robe? Okay, this is all stuff that was given to us for the trial. We can just sell that stuff. Yeah, let's go get ourselves some breakfast. Let's go break our fast. The old housemaid. I need foods.
Jesus Christ be praised.
May he be.
How may I serve you?
Bread of some kind. We don't need porridge today. Bread? Bacon? Bacon? Should we do bacon? Bacon will give us 15. I think something in here is to give us 4. Get some water. Another thing of water. We just had bacon this morning. Oh yeah. Alright. For morning breakfast, he's gonna have some bacon. Some water. Perfect. No bacon sandwich, just straight up bacon. We don't want to eat too much. We don't want to eat too much. Just good old straight up bacon. Mmm. Bacon. What's in direction A? Ah, there it is. Ah, the Miller car, of course. Okay, just fast travel over here. Go talk to the knacker who's over here. Oh, Gravedigger. He who digs the graves. Where are you? I have many a question. Can't wash myself. Nice. Ah, there he is. That was easy.
God save you, good night. What can I do for you?
Answer my questions and be truthful.
Are you the local knacker?
I'm the local gravedigger. But if there aren't any burials to take care of, I'll turn me hand to knackering.
Well, then you might know a lot of things that others
What
don't.
on earth is
I'm
knackering?
a decent man. Not always honest, but decent.
Okay.
Anything fishy going on in these parts?
There certainly is. Candles are being stolen from the church, as brazen as that. What sort of people do that?
Ah, but have you heard of anyone around here hiring adventurers and bandits?
How would I know that? Most people avoid talking to me. I don't even go to the tavern much these days.
Hmm. Okay, well, that was helpful.
I'll be going now.
Very well. Feel free to stop by any time. People shy away from me, except when there's a death, or the cesspit's full.
Knackering. One who slaughters old or sick horses. Oh, wow, okay. Holy smokes, okay. we sit on this bench? What? Go away. Oh, is this a cutscene? What's going on? Oh, we're also talking to Mud at the same time. I was like, what? Oh, this is a really nice spot. It's a really nice spot here. Hence the term knackered or tired as hell. Oh my goodness, that makes... I actually used the term knackered. I just never... I never knew the origins. It's amazing. The more you know. All right, we'll go ahead and store that little bit of nugget of information for later. Right? You learned something? I know, right? Oh, that's so good. Thanks, Danger Dupe. We're all gonna be more learned because of it. What? I'm injured? From what? What just hit me? It was weird. And now my contribution to Zelda's education cast is fulfilled. Perfect. well done. Now, there's supposedly fights that happen around here. That's not a door. Like local fights that happen here? I have to come during like the night? This quarry's not doing anything. Jeez, okay. It's a quiet quarry, weird. There's like literally no one here. You expect at least someone, right? Pigs, they went re and you took damage? Oh man, that's a really powerful re. Those pigs, their sonic attacks, they're super effective. The irony is misspelling fulfilled is not lost on you. Did you misspell that? Oops. Sleepy knows what's up. Never said you're the one being educated. It's true, yeah. Alright. Where is... We took Tanner? The Sasa Tanner, as opposed to just Tanner. Okay. Alright, Sasa Tanner.
Greetings, good night. How may I serve you?
Answer my questions.
Tanner, I've heard all's not well with you.
It's better now. I must have eaten something bad.
No, I mean you've complained about some ruffians raising hell behind your house.
Aye, true enough. That lot's been a thorn in my side. And when I went to tell them to take it elsewhere, they nearly beat me to a pulp.
Holy smokes. Okay. Let me take care of them. Ooh, I like this.
When are they there?
Nearly every evening.
Really?
Every godforsaken evening. Shouting and bellowing there till nightfall. And then they leave. Probably to get drunk.
How many of them are there?
How would I know? They make as much noise as a herd of wild boar in rutting season.
And did they all attack you?
Aye. They knocked the stuffing right out of me.
I mean, you're outnumbered. Don't feel bad about it. They were cowards for not fighting you one-on-one.
And nobody does a thing about it?
I've been to the bailiff, but he couldn't give a rat's arse. There's no commotion under his window, so what does he care?
That's quite a bailiff you've got.
A scarecrow would keep better order.
If you want, I'll take care of them.
Well, you look like you could move mountains, but...
Oh, we can.
There are several of them and just one of you.
Perhaps we'll be able to settle things peacefully.
Maybe. They might think twice before kicking your arse.
Maybe. Try not to get off on the wrong foot. I don't want to. I don't dare go there alone. Yeah.
Perhaps I can reason with them. It doesn't have to come to blows.
Well, break a leg, lad. Or better yet, don't. But if you manage to pull it off, you'll get your reward. Don't worry. Goodbye.
Alright. Take care of the brawlers who meet in the evening behind the Tanner's house. Alrighty then. Oh, it looks like they meet here. They meet right here. Okay. Now we know. Okay, and then the last one is the Miller, yeah? Miller, there he is. No easy places for us to fast travel to. Just scoot back to the inside of town. Whoop. So, Slutner, we have places to go and things to see.
Yeah.
Gotta go talk to a miller about milling. Goods that were found in someone's house. And recruiting and stuff. Off we go. On an adventure. Alright, so I'm hoping that the miller's gonna be pretty... I mean, it should be pretty straightforward with him. Just be like, hey, I'm looking for work. And he'll be like, don't you worry. I got work for you. Is it, like, optional for any of these? Oh, we should probably do the brawlers first. It's optional. Let's do the brawlers first, just in case they're involved.
Yeah.
Should probably do the brawlers first. Let's go and let's sleep until morning. We should take care of these guys that brawl. Don't want to miss out. That's for sure. Whoop, almost missed our turn. Alright. Jump back over here. I don't think we're going to be able to sleep through the night, or through the day to the night, but we can sleep most of the way, right? Yeah, we're gonna bonk on the brawlers. Ready, sec, bonk. Okay, let's go ahead and sleep. As far as okay, we can only sleep for 4 hours. We might as well get as much energy as we can. I mean, having a fully rested Henry can't be a bad thing, right? That can't be a bad thing. Might not be the best thing, but it can't be a bad thing. Give him the bunks. Take your boots off at least, you absolute pig. I mean, listen. They change the sheets every day. It's fine. We can sleep in our full armor because we can. We're allowed to. It's our bed. They just have to clean it after us. We paid them like 20 groschen for this place. You know, like, jeez. Do they change the sheets though? I mean, I hope they do. Oh, it's a real rainy day today. Yeah, it's all nice and clean. We don't have a pillow, though, which is very disappointing, I must say. But everyone, we're going to go ahead and end it here today. I'm very tired. I'm tired. We'll do the brawlers first thing tomorrow when we start up the stream again. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But I'm tired. I got to sleep. But we'll be jumping back tomorrow, and tomorrow's stream will probably go a little bit longer than normal, I imagine. How could you do it? I know, sorry, but we gotta stop. We'll go ahead and find someone to raid, and then we'll be back again tomorrow for more Kingdom Come Deliverance. We'll do a good length of streaming. Who's playing this amazing game? We can go ahead and give a raid. Let's go ahead. It's always hard to kind of pick someone here. It's kind of hard to tell if people are actually still playing the game or not. Go ahead and give this person a raid. Let's go ahead and give this person a raid here. Let's jump in there and give him some support. I'll hang out for a smidgen, but I'm gonna pass out pretty quick here. I am quite tired today. I'm quite tired. You also need sleep, but you're not gonna. Oh man, Don't hurt yourself now. But I totally understand that sentiment in which you're like, I'm tired, but I'm not going anywhere. I got things to do. You'll go to bed at like 6 and wake up at 8. Yeah, I do that a little too often. So I need to get a little more sleep. I only did 3 hours last night and about 3 the night before. I need to get a little bit more sleep than that. I can't do that back to back to back. Otherwise, I'll struggle too much. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Have a good one. I'll be hanging out in this guy's chat for a smidgen. Let's jump in there and at least give him a little bit of noise. And then I'll be hopping up and out. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.